Captain for tonight's game, first for the district Wildcats. Number 65, Anthony Green, and number 76, Zach Taylor. Deshaun Tang, number 1, Kane Butler, number 7, Hezzy Kent, and number 9, Wade Head.
Welcome to the 2024 high school football season. Jason Bishop along with Jermaine Johnson on the Continental Sports Network tonight. And we get to bring you one of the premier matchups in the entire state down in Brunswick between the bricks at Glynn County Stadium, where the Brunswick High Pirates will host the Camden County Wildcats.
Camden fans, here come the Cats.
Yeah, looking forward to a good one tonight. I know the Wildcats have just come out, they're ready, they're fired up, and I know that the Pirates are ready to defend their home turf, and this is the way that you open up the season.
There are a lot of storylines with this game, Jermaine. This is a game where Camden comes in, new coaching staff, new head coach, new offensive philosophy. The Wildcats for the last 3 years have run the smash mouth wing tee under legendary coach Jeff Herron. Coach Herron in the offseason has retired, and they go and hire a coach from the Daytona area, and Travis Rowland, who comes to Kingsland and installs the spread for the Camden County Wildcats. So a brand new offense. We saw Camden utilize the spread last week in their scrimmage against Benedictine. It didn't go so well. They got shut out 23-0 by the Cadets.
Well, it's going to be a transition. You're going to find that happen. They've been through this before. But, hey, let's just give it time. Let's see how it's going to work. I'm excited for at least what they're going to do, even the defense, you know, and how they held their own last week. So this is a nice dress rehearsal to get ready for the real thing this week. So let's do it. Let's see what we're going to do.
Camden made a Final Four appearance last year in what used to be 7A. 7A is now no longer in existence. Camden drops to 6A. Brunswick drops to 5A. Last year in 6A, which is where Brunswick was, they made an appearance all the way to the second round of the playoffs before they got eliminated by Marist. The Pirates have actually, Jermaine, won this game the last 2 years. Back-to-back wins over the Wildcats. Traditionally, Camden has dominated this game, but not so much recently. The Pirates winning the last 2 games, one down in Kingsland and one here between the bricks.
And I know Camden's not too happy about that. They want to be able to go ahead and turn the tide on that. As the Pirates are running out on the field right now, I know that Brunswick High wants to make sure that let's go for the streak. Let's go for 3. But if Camden has something to say about it, we're going to see if they're going to interrupt that tonight. So, again, a classic showdown here in Southeast Georgia in the Golden Isles, and looking forward to just a great night.
A great tune-up game. Of course, this game is a non-region game. Camden is in 6A, Brunswick is in 5A, but this is a great tune-up game for both of those teams when they get to their region schedules, which both of them play in pretty tough regions. Of course, Camden has what is considered the SEC of high school football with Lowndes and Valdosta and Colquitt, Richmond Hill, Tiff now joining the fray again this new year, where Brunswick's got Effingham and Glynn. Absolutely no picnic there either.
No picnic at all, but when you go back to Camden, you need to get everything straightened out before you get to that gauntlet, because you got to bring your A game actually all 10 weeks, every game, but especially when you get to region play. And of course, Brunswick High, you know, it's always that kind of a 3-way deal for 1, 2, and 3 seed between Brunswick Glen and or Brunswick Glen and Effingham. But hey, I don't know, maybe we got a couple of newcomers inside of the region this year. Maybe they got something to say about it, and they want to go ahead and prove that we belong here too.
You see Coach Grady getting ready on the sideline, the Brunswick High head coach in his second year, or going into his third year, excuse me. He follows Sean Pender from Blackshear at Pierce County to Brunswick. Pender stayed 4 years at Brunswick, left to go to North Hall. They promoted Garrett Grady to be the head coach 3 years ago, and now he's going into his third year, and he has continued the success that was laid out in the foundation by Sean Pender with this program.
And he put his own twist on it, all about the family. These guys, they come out, they play for each other. They want to make sure that they represent their hometown well. And as they've been through a lot with each other, they want to go ahead and show it out on the field. They've had a lot of kids that responded this past summer. They went through these hot days, and so here he is with the kickoff, and we're ready to go. They wanted to show what they got.
Landon Etheridge ready to kick off for the Pirates, and there it is, an end-over-end short kick. It'll be fielded about the 11, over the 20, all right, up the middle to the 30, still on his feet to the 40, to the 50, and he stumbles over his own feet, over the 50-yard line into Brunswick territory. The grass monster got him.
Yeah, he probably got a little excited there, but my goodness, that's some good field position to start off their first offensive series of the year, of the regular series.
David Coleman on the return for Camden. And the Camden Wildcats will start with great field position. They're going to put the ball down at the 48-yard line in Brunswick territory. Parks Riandu comes out, and he'll stand in the shotgun in the brand new spread. Running back standing beside him is Javaris Daly. Hard count. Brunswick jumps but gets back. Parks is now changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Riandu hikes his leg, claps. There's the snap. They'll hand the ball straight up the middle and nowhere to go. He gets wrapped up. He's still fighting for yardage. He did push it forward to about the 45-yard line, but that's all Daly got. He ran into big number 95 for the Pirates, Lance Brown.
Yeah, they built the wall real quick there, man. They were able to go ahead and make sure that they start off defending the run well.
2 receivers set for the Wildcats. Riandu in the shotgun. Brunswick with 1 safety back, and he is close to the line of scrimmage. Riandu to throw. He'll throw over the middle, and it is caught. Elias Williams over the middle, over the 20-yard line. First down, Wildcats to about the 15.
That's a grown man right there. You could tell why he is the very coveted, most coveted tight end in the nation right now. And he just hauled that in like it was just every day, just, you know, being able to just play almost like a man among boys. A lot of size.
Yeah, ball's at the 16. Elias Williams, of course, 5-star commit to the University of Georgia. They're going to love him in Athens. Movement now. Right to left, tight end and up back. There's the snap. Right up the middle, a big hole. Daly breaks a tackle over the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. Close to a first down, couple yards short.
Man, that's just great vision. Following your blocks, making sure that you just keep going north and south.
Great start for the Wildcats. They got a good kick return, big play down the middle, and now they're trying to grind one in the end zone, second and short. Getting signals from the sideline. Daly a little confused. He started to go left. Riandu got him to go back where he was. Man comes across the middle. Behind the line, there's the snap. They're going to run a little counter draw and nothing doing. Blown up in the backfield.
Daly again, the ball carrier.
Great.
Knocked down in the backfield.
I got a feeling we're going to be hearing that name a good bit tonight.
Yeah, Caleb Butler in the backfield. You'll hear that a lot.
So basically what I'm doing now is I'm just filming Camden.
7-yard loss, back to the 14.
Let's see how they hold up here. Make sure that they certainly defend their end zone very well, Camden is. And let's see, the Cats seem like they smelling blood a little bit here, though.
Puts them in a 3rd and long, 3rd and 7 officially. They're gonna come out with a 4-receiver set, 3 receivers to the near sideline in front of the Brunswick sideline, 1 receiver all by himself over in front of the Camden sideline. Running back out in motion. Riandu takes the snap, looks to throw. He'll throw out over the middle, had a man coming up underneath off his hands, and it drops incomplete. The pass was intended for Jonathan Stamos.
He had a shot to run that one right on in, too. But, you know, those opportunities don't come like that too often. Hopefully he'll go ahead and, you know, make sure the next time he hauled that one in, because he saw blue. He saw that end zone. Probably got excited about that.
The Pirate defense stiffens and will force Camden to a field goal attempt here. On to kick it for the Wildcats, John Nason.
That snuck right over. Upright. I mean, probably cleared it a foot, but all in all, 3 points.
And Camden takes the lead, an early lead, 3-0. You're listening to the Continental Sports Network. Right now, a short word from your sponsors. We'll be seeing you on the other side.
Hi, my name is Freddie Sands. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. as our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication. That's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
The Pirates.
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Pirates!
Welcome back to Glynn County Stadium. Jason Bishop alongside Jermaine Johnson. Between the bricks, Camden takes a 3-0 lead on a field goal. They kicked it in the end zone. Brunswick will now take over at the 20. The snap, they'll hand the ball straight up the middle. Blown up in the back for
First down carry by William.
Zacharias Holzendorf blows it up for the Wildcats, but it's still a positive gain for about 4 yards, maybe 3.
Yeah, Heck did a good job of just getting north and south and making sure that he can get those yards. As soon as he got contact, he said, let me just go in and make sure I keep falling forward. That's all you got to do.
Camden shows blitz. Now they back out of it. Grant Moore, the quarterback for the Pirates. They do bring the blitz. Moore back to throw. Looking. He'll throw to the sideline. It is complete. And the receiver is knocked out of bounds immediately. Wasim Murray on the reception, a very talented sophomore that Coach Grady is extremely high on.
That was a good throw to the sideline, man. He put it right on the money, and I mean, actually a pretty long throw, and they moving the sticks early on.
He had 3 receivers, and the receiver he wanted to go to wasn't open, and good job by Moore by not panicking. Murray goes in motion across the formation. The snap, Moore will hand off and a little zone read. He'll give to the running back straight up the middle. He'll pick up about 2.
And that's what you do. When you surround it back there, you don't think about dancing to the left or the right. Get everything that you can. That's what the seniority inside of William Heck is going to, that part starts coming out. He's done this with experience.
A guy that we'll keep an eye on, big number 7, Hezzy Kent. He's a 4-star recruit. He's being recruited by everybody under the sun that matters. He's lined up at tight end right now. Again, Murray goes in motion. Moore takes the snap. He'll hand the ball this time off to the round to the right side. There's a big hole to the 50, to the 40. If he outdistances the safety, he's going to get in, and he is in. Touchdown, Pirates.
Superb blocking, man. That was just excellent. That hole couldn't be any bigger. And my man takes it all the way on in, man. Way to open up. 3-play opening drive, capped it off with 6 points.
Nigel Gardner on the carry. He took the thing 65 yards.
I'm telling you, he saw daylight, man, and it was no catching him. Some guy had an angle on him, but just could not close that gap.
They're lining up for the extra point now. See if Garrett Grady doesn't pull a wrinkle out and maybe go for an early 2-point conversion. Maybe a trick play here, but I would doubt it. I would think he would just kick and play it safe. The snap, the hold is down. The kick is blocked. Camden blocks the kick and keeps it a field goal game.
Yeah, they were able to kind of get in there, man. That line kind of collapsed. I'm sure that'll be something they'll talk about on the sideline. But right now you got a 3-point lead and about to kick it back off. And great that they held them in
The field so far, it's like we're playing a basketball game.
Or like a track meet, one of the two.
Right. See how Camden's offense responds. I will say that was a good drive for Camden right out of the gate, considering that last week in the scrimmage game against Benedictine, they really struggled.
Yeah, they got good field position to start it off right at that time, and then they had a couple of good positive plays there, and they had the opportunity to put 6 on the board too. But we're going to see. Maybe this time here, we'll see how they actually learn from that last series that they had, and then continue to just march down the field. What I am impressed about this showing here, man, they come out tonight, haven't they, Jason?
Yeah, and the thing is I was really impressed with the Brunswick defense. When Camden got deep, they forced Brunswick forced Camden into the field goal defensively. So a great job by the Brunswick High defense of forcing Camden into a field goal, and of course they come out with a big touchdown run right off the right side, just blew everybody off the ball, and they got around the edge, and then the cornerback got blocked, and it was between him and the safety, and he just outdistanced him.
I tell you, this may be a night of just trading blows, and at the end of the day, it's who's going to be at the end, who's going to be standing tall at the end. If it's anything as what we've seen in this opening series.
Camden special teams back ready to return. Brunswick just now taking the field to kick it off. Return man stands at the 10 for Camden. That's Jamerick Daly.
County 7, Charlton County 0. Etheridge to kick again for the Pirates.
Etheridge taking his time to kick the football off. We're waiting on him. Says he's ready, checks his line, now here we go. And there's the kick. It's a short end over end. It'll be fielded at the 20 by Daly. To the 25, the 30, runs into a lot of traffic, a lot of black jerseys, and he'll be tackled at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, not as much room as they had on the last return, and right now it's a little bit more favorable for the Pirate defense, and we're going to see how they're going to go ahead and try to keep Camden on that side of the field.
A lot of green behind the Pirates this time, a lot more than they had in the last drive.
Return from the 20.
Here comes Camden's offense. They actually put the ball down at the 33-yard line. Camden comes out with 3 receivers. Riendo's in the shotgun. He's got a back beside him. Elias Williams comes across the formation. They'll hand the ball straight up the middle across the left side, and he's got a hole. He'll get all the way to the 40-yard line.
Great opening on that left side there. They were able to take care of their man on man. That's what you do. You take care of your assignment, and next thing you know, 6 yards later, you're down the field.
Daly on the carry for the Wildcats. 6'3", Brunswick is up on the Wildcats here between the bricks at Glynn County Stadium. The snap, Riendo, a screen, and it's incomplete. A lot of pushing and shoving there behind the line of scrimmage, no flag.
Yeah, they went with a little up-tempo right there, but I tell you, that cornerback was able to disrupt that screen pass there. And so by not letting that guy get a hand on him as far as blocking, he was able to go ahead and disrupt that and make sure it was an incomplete pass.
Pass intended for Murray, now to bring up about a 3rd and 5. To get a first down, they've got to get the ball to the 40, exactly to the 43. Man comes across in motion. Riendu, there's the snap. He's going to throw. Over the middle, complete to Elias Williams. There's a flag on the play. If the play stands, it's a first down for Camden. A big play over the middle into Brunswick territory.
Big play, big body that was thrown to. He was able to secure it. Looks like it's going to be negated, though.
Holding against the Wildcats, so erase that play, and now Camden will be in a much 3rd and longer situation. The official is explaining it to Travis Rowland on the sideline, the head coach for the Wildcats.
Ball back on the 34. Pirate fans, it's once again.
They'll move the ball to the 34-yard line. 3rd and 9. Again, the Wildcats spread receivers out across the field. 3 receivers. Riendu to throw, looking, all day to throw. He'll throw underneath and incomplete. Threw the ball behind the intended receiver, and he couldn't stop to get back to it. So a 4th down comes up for the Wildcats. The pass was intended for Jamerick Daly.
great pass break up there. Even though the ball was thrown behind him, that defender was on him like white on rice. He made sure that he did not get good position, that even if he would have caught that ball, he would have been short of that first down marker.
Yeah, that was a clanking looking play.
Yeah.
4th and 9, the Wildcats back to punt. The punter stands with his heels on the 20. 2 return men back for the Pirates. Low snap, he picks it up and he will get it away. It is a short punt, but it is distance away from the returners. It'll bounce and it'll take a friendly Camden roll and keep rolling inside the 20-yard line. Man, what a break the Wildcats got.
Yes, they did. That was almost a disaster play there, but they got a very favorable bounce once that ball got to rolling to where it's now inside Brunswick High's 20-yard line.
Great job by the punter by not panicking and just picking that thing up, realizing he still had time to kick it and getting it out of there. 6-3, Brunswick on top. Camden's first 2 possessions resulted in a field goal and a punt. Brunswick now with its second possession. They scored on a long touchdown run, a 65-yarder. On their last possession, there's the snap. Moore's going to throw it. It's complete out to the 20. And immediately the receiver is taken down by Daly. The pass is completed to Jamarius Towns.
Yeah, it's good seeing him split out there. One thing I know that Coach Grady's trying to do is get those playmakers on the field, man. And the fact that they get the ball in his hands with space, that could be dangerous.
Big formation here with 2 receivers off to the far side of the field. Moore stands in the shotgun, gets a new signal from the sideline. Now he's barking out the orders, and everybody looks to be on the same page. There's the snap. They'll hand the ball off, coming off to the right side, or left side rather, and there's nothing there. That's the play they scored the touchdown on last time. This time it's blown up in the backfield by a host of white jerseys.
Yeah, and Terry King was able to stick his head in there and be able to get that ball, get his head across the ball, and then the rest of his guys came. But it's just a simple fact, he beat his block and was able to make sure that that ball didn't get too far, if any, across the goal, not the goal line, but across the line of scrimmage.
With 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter, Hezzy Kent pretty quiet. He's stacked on top of 2 receivers to the near side. There's the snap. Moore is looking to the other side of the field and throws. It's complete inside of the 30 and immediately is tackled and drawn back. They'll blow the whistle to stop forward progress and give him to the 28-yard line. It is a first down for the Pirates.
Pirates come out throwing and making sure that they get, and to my, right now, Grant, I think he's perfect in his completions right now.
Yates on the reception. New set of downs for the Pirates. They're leading 6-3. The snap. They'll hand the ball off to the running back, this time off the left edge, and he's going to get a couple, 3, 4 before he is finally knocked down. He spun off of a tackle and then was able to pick up a couple more yards off the spin. Great run there by William Heck.
Yards at the contact. Good effort. Good blocking on that side, but certainly good effort from the running back.
When you get 3 yards every time after contact, that's a good thing.
5-yard pickup,
Very good thing.
from the 33.
Pirates trying to strike again here. Moore will this time hand off to the right side, and he gets tripped up in the backfield. A good play there by the Wildcats defense getting in the backfield. That is that's Javaris Daly, senior defensive back, making the play in the backfield.
I see what Brothers trying to do. They're trying to say, we're going to run this until they really stop it. And that time, Camden were able to get a hat on that guy and make sure that it was a short game.
Pirates this time will go 4 receivers, 3 to the far side of the field. They show blitz through the Wildcats, and they back out of it. Moore sees it, addresses it with his O-line. Now he says he's ready to go. There's the snap. They do bring the blitz, and there's a penalty flag that stops the play. Probably a false start by the Pirates. Typically, that's what that is, and indeed, that's what it is. This is the thing the Pirates struggled with last season, was penalties in big situations. So far, 2 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. I believe that's their first penalty of the game.
Yeah, I mean, and the way it looked, I think they had the matchup that they wanted down here in the bottom half with Big Kent. They had them ISO'd, and right now just shot themselves in the foot kind of early in the game.
It'll put them back to 3rd and 10. They'll come out in the same formation. Grant the throw, Moore looking, and he'll throw down the field, man, wide open in the middle of the field, and it's caught. He gets a block at the 30, makes a move at the 20 and falls. Another big play for the Pirates. Jamarius Towns was wide open in the middle of the field. Nobody within an area code of him.
I was thinking that the quarterback should have kept it and ran, but he saw something I didn't see. Towns was wide open, and when Towns caught it, tried to even reverse field, I know he wished he had that one back there, but great completion, great catch, and looks like they're in good position, knocking on the door again.
Camden wants to take a timeout and talk about it. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Camden and Brunswick on the Continental Sports Network.
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Pirates!
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
Welcome back to Glynn County Stadium. The Pirates lead 6-3. Grant Moore on a pass completion, and it moves the football just outside the 10-yard line, sets up a 2nd and 4.5 for the Pirate offense, trying to punch another touchdown in here. Moore this time will hand the ball off. He finds a hole at the middle, breaks a tackle, runs into a linebacker who stops him stiff. And they will blow the play dead and give him progress.
Yeah, again, yards after contact, but then he actually came up against that safety coming up and put his head right inside those numbers and said, nah, I can't go any further here.
Jacarius Holzendorf was the brick wall he ran into. A minute 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Brunswick threatening to put another touchdown here on the board. Hezzy Kent lined up in the backfield. They'll snap it to Heck. He fumbles the snap, and then Camden's all over him and brings him down in the backfield all the way back to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, missed opportunity right there. But sometimes that happens. What we are seeing right here is just Camden kind of responding and kind of making sure that they, if they can, even hold them to 6 right, or hold them to 3 right here.
Clock ticks toward a minute here. Travis Rowland's on the sideline saying he's decline, but they're ready to go. It's 2nd down for the Pirates. They'll throw a little screen, a little wheel route, and that's going to lead to a touchdown. Touchdown, the Brunswick High Pirates. William Heck on their pass and the reception for the touchdown. Just went a real wheel route out of the backfield. Nobody left.
Yep, that defender was right there. Hands was probably a foot away from the ball, being able to bat it down. But fortunately right now for the Pirates, they put another 6 up on the board.
Remember, Camden blocked the point after last time. With 45 seconds, the Pirates punch one in here in the first quarter.
They're moving the ball, man. They're moving the ball up and down this field.
Looks like they're going to line up and try to go for two here. There's the snap. And they'll throw it out of the Wildcat touch. Well, two-point conversion is good.
BHS two-point play is good.
Greg Richardson on the reception for the Pirates. And they take a 14-3 lead.
Beautiful conversion play. Snuck that guy right on out the backfield there, that up back, and was able to go ahead and make sure that they tossed it right on over to him. Nobody in the area. Walk in for 2 points.
The last time Camden came up here and played a couple of years ago, this is exactly how that game started. The Pirates jumped up big early. Camden was able to make a few stops defensively, got themselves back in the ballgame, but ultimately they weren't able to come back on the Pirates.
I would imagine if that's the case that the Pirates are hoping the same thing happens, but right now we're still early in the game, a whole lot of football left to play. We're going to see who's going to be resilient, see how these Wildcats respond and to this deficit that they've fallen in real early, and then we're going to see how the Pirates, they just kind of keep their foot on the gas pedal.
45 seconds left in the first quarter. Camden trails 14-3 to the Brunswick High Pirates, and they're looking for a big return here. 2 short kicks so far from the Pirate kicker. And there's an end over end. He kicked it a little better this time. He'll get it inside the 10. Brought out to the 20. Gets a block over the 25. Spins him sideways, and they'll get him to the ground at about the 30-yard line.
Nice gang tackling on that one there. Everybody staying in their lanes and making sure that when he got hit initially, everybody else joined right on in on party.
The Camden offense huddles over the 30 right in front of their sideline, and I'm sure the offensive coordinator, Grant Alford, who is the new offensive coordinator for the Wildcats in his first season, is giving them a pep talk. 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And come out in a 2-receiver set. Riandu in the shotgun. Snap. They'll hand the ball. He'll bring it out to the left side, trying to outrun and get an angle, and he gets some help coming from the cornerback position. What a great play.
Great open field tackle there, making sure that he didn't get outside of him. The only thing that was between him and it was going out of bounds. So he would have pushed him out of bounds, but he was able to go ahead and make sure that he stayed in bounds, keep that clock rolling here. And
Kayvon Hill came up from the cornerback position and made a tremendous play to help out. 3-yard gain for Camden despite the great play, though. And that will be the end of our first quarter with the score: Brunswick High 14 and Camden 3. We'll stay right here with you. So far, Camden started the football game. Great return on the kickoff. Big play over the middle to Elias Williams. They got the ball deep into Brunswick territory, couldn't punch it in the end zone, had to settle for a field goal attempt, which they made. 3-0 Camden at 8:29 to go in the first quarter, but Brunswick would answer the very next possession. They get a 65-yard touchdown run from William Heck. At 6:59 to go, they go up 6-3. Camden blocks the extra point to hold it there at 6-3, and then Brunswick drives the ball down the field. A 17-yard touchdown pass from Grant Moore to William Heck. Heck's second touchdown of the night, and that put the Pirates up. They go for 2. They get the 2-point conversion, and that's where we stand. 14-3 Pirates. A lot of action in the first quarter.
14 unanswered points. That's how you respond. That's exactly how you respond. They're doing great. But Camden, like I said, they're not done. They're ready to go ahead and see how they're going to respond as well, too. I'm sure that their coaches are in their ears, and it's early on in the game. Still a lot of football left to be played.
Fans, it's time to present the Chapel Student of the Game, Jana Job, with a gift from Wake Up Coffee for being the Brunswick High Student of the Week. Student of the Week is sponsored by our great friends at the Chapel. thank you and congratulations to Jana Jobe, the Chapel's Student of the Week. There's the snap. They'll hand the ball off the left side. Pound and ground for maybe 2 or 3 yards. That'll bring up about a 3rd and 2.5 for the Wildcats.
Party again, the ball carrier.
We'll call it a 3rd and even 2.
Out to the 38.
They put the ball to 38.
2 yards to go.
Two receivers off the far side of the field. They've got them stacked over there. Man goes in motion. He'll join them making a trips. Snap. Riandu will hand off. He's got a hold of his running back who will pick up the first down almost to the 45. A ball carrier, Jordan Hardy.
Man, I love that trap play, man. That blocking and the way that they were able to just handle their assignments and be able to go for that good gash there, about a good gain of 7. And marching on, moving the sticks.
Brother, when they ran that wing tee, they gashed people consistently with that trap.
All day long.
Nobody in the state runs the counter trap better than the Wildcats. Man goes out in motion. Riandu looks to throw. He'll throw over the middle, and it is dropped by Elias Williams. There's a flag down right around where the quarterback is. That might be a block in the back.
Looks to be holding on this one here.
Okay.
No, I think you're right. It was a block in the back.
They'll move the football down. Back the Wildcats up.
10-yard mark off back to the 33-yard line. First down, 20 yards to go.
Got a ways to go. I wonder where they're going to go play call here. Keep it on the ground or going to try to get a chunk in the air.
It's first in the Sidney Lanier Bridge for the Wildcats. The throw is caught about the 37-yard line.
Tackled immediately. As soon as those guys saw ball, they went right after it. Unfortunately, they were able to swarm around him.
Sean Green, the sophomore, on the reception.
Caleb Butler on the tackle along with Avion Addison.
Second and about 17.
4-yard gain out to the 37. Second down, Cats.
Elias Williams coming on the formation. A jump pass is complete at the 40. Daly breaks the tackle and will spin forward out of a couple more. He'll be close to a Wildcat first down across the 50 to the 49 in Brunswick territory.
Just shy of it. You can see that whole defensive line when they realized that they would cross that line of scrimmage so early and so soon, they all just paused and they understood what was going on, but it was a little too late at that point.
Ball spotted at the 49.
3rd and 3. Jump pass. Coach Rowland pulling out a trick play. Riendo looking at the sideline. Coach's relay is signaling to him. Now he's relaying it to the offense. 3 yards is a first down for the Wildcats. Man in motion. Riandu looks to throw. And he will heave one deep, and it is caught. And he will be down inside the 10. Big play for the Camden County Wildcats. Sean Green on the reception. The speedy sophomore.
Beautiful throw, but I hate to see this, man. Got a man down here.
He's quickly to his feet, which is a good sign.
Good. Yeah, beautiful throw. The receiver got behind the defender there, and he was able to haul that in. And fortunate for Brunswick High, they were able to make that touchdown-saving tackle.
Ran a go route, fooled the defender, got behind him, as Jermaine said. Here comes the Camden offense, trying to strike and get a little closer. They trail 14-3, 9:23 here in the second quarter. Jason Bishop along with Jermaine Johnson between the bricks at Glynn County Stadium. Riandu in the shotgun. Williams will flank out, and he will throw it to him. He goes up, and he is out of bounds. Incomplete.
Well, you knew that was coming. You got 6'7" out there on the boundary side, and it's one-on-one. Why not throw it up to him?
Pretty good coverage there. Avion Addison for the Pirates. Forced him to the boundary. 2nd and 9 now for the Wildcats. 2nd and goal from the 9. They cannot get a first down. The snap, they'll hand the ball straight up the middle. Running back will plow forward for about 4. He'll get to the 5.
Yeah, I think he wishes he had that one back. If he would have cut to the left, man, there was a hole that was huge, and he would have probably just scampered right on in.
A 4-yard pickup down to the 5.
Julian Daly, the ball carrier. So 3rd and goal now for the Wildcats from the 5-yard line. Clock ticks toward 8.5 minutes left before halftime.
Let's try it again. It's 3rd and goal.
Camden's got 2 receivers to the far sideline. Riandu in the shotgun. The snap, he'll hand the ball off. Big gap over the left side, and he'll fall into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Oh, he wanted that one there. It was man-on-man right there. And my man just wanted it. He put his shoulder down and just burrowed himself right on in the end zone.
Jamaric Daly on the touchdown run. Give him 5 yards. And Jermaine, you're right. He took a hit about the 3 and just bounced off that thing and went in the end zone.
Yeah, him being one of the talented Daly twins, man, he got that ball in his hand and he just would not be denied. He saw that red end zone. He said, I got to have it.
Brunswick wants to talk it over as Camden was showing they might go for 2, so Brunswick calls timeout. 8:26 here to go in the 2nd quarter. Right now it's 14-9, Brunswick up on top.
I tell you, Jason, they're moving the ball. Both teams are moving the ball very well and getting good stops when they need them.
Yeah, Brunswick last week, they scrimmaged against Ware County, and in the varsity portion of that game, the final was 28-19. That was something that I think most Brunswick fans and coaches saw. One of the things that Brunswick would need to work on tonight was they had some defensive mental lapses against Ware. They gave up a couple of easy scores. So far, I think they played a lot better defensively than what they did last week against the Gators. And the Gators are no slouch. That's a really good football team. Camden sets up now to kick the extra point. Looked like they might try for a 2. It was some type of variation of the swinging gate. The snap, the hold is down, the kick is drilled, line drive through the uprights, and it's now 14-10 with 8:26 left here in the 2nd quarter. You're listening to Continental Sports Network, Brunswick High in Camden.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
Go Pirates!
Demarius Towns on the return.
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Pirates!
Welcome back to Glynn County Stadium. Between the bricks, Camden kicked the ball off to Brunswick, and the Brunswick offense will start at their 20. The ball handed off straight at the middle. Flags come flying from every which direction.
Nice move, though, by Heck. He was able to plant that foot and go the other direction and left that defender right there. Moving forward.
False start against the Pirates. And they'll back them up 5. It'll be 1st and 15.
Illegal formation on the Pirates. That's a 5-yard penalty.
Put the ball down at the
Back on the
13-yard line.
Replay first down.
8-11. Here to go in the second quarter. Clock begins to roll. Pirates up 14-10. Snap. More to throw. He looks, throws over the middle, and is intended for Hezekiah Kent, broken up into double coverage. And he tried to reach back and make the throw. Moore left the ball a little bit behind him.
Just a little bit behind him. He was able to get a hand on him. I would imagine he would think that Kent could probably even haul that one in, but just couldn't get a hand on that one.
Surprisingly, the Wildcats had linebacker Xavier Brown out on coverage with Hezekiah Kent. You don't often see a linebacker running step for step with Kent.
No, but they think a lot about Brown on the Camden side there. He's got a lot of talent. They're looking for a good year for him.
Hard count. Camden jumped. Neutral zone infraction, all sides. So Camden gives that 5 yards right back.
Ball go back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you can't make it too much easier for him right now at this point. This Pirates offense is rolling. They're getting some things going. Can't help them out.
7:56 here before halftime. Pirates are on top 14-10. Camden just scored to draw that much closer. Man in motion across the formation. Moore takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws the screen to Kent. He's got it, and he will fumble the football. And Moore picks it up, and he is drilled behind the original line of scrimmage. Wow. They scored a touchdown on that play last week in the scrimmage against Ware. They tried it here, and Hezekiah Kent coughed it up. Fortunately, for the Pirates, they were able to maintain possession.
Yeah, very fortunate for them. I mean, that would have put them closer to that first down range there. Evidently, he turned around, and the guy was right there, at the right time to knock that ball loose.
Unfortunately for the Pirates, someone kicked the ball back to Grant Moore. If it doesn't get kicked, the Wildcats probably recover. 3rd and 11. Moore to throw. He will throw to the sideline to Kent. It is complete, and he is about 2 yards short of the first down. I think that's his first reception of the night here at 7:09 in the second quarter.
Yeah, 3rd target, 1st reception. I would imagine right now they're going to go ahead and try to flip the field here. But they're just getting started. They want to go ahead and work him in, I would imagine. Everybody knows that all eyes are on Kent. So they want to go ahead and start him out slow, I would imagine, and he's responding.
David Coleman back to return for the Wildcats along with Jalen Johnson. Brunswick High punter stands at the 11. High snap, it goes through his hands. He falls on it at the 5-yard line, and Camden will take possession right there. Holy cow.
Wow. Last thing you needed right now. That defense for Camden has responded, and I know this is a great thing for them. Of course, field position right now just inside Brunswick High's 10. Right now, they smelling it, man. I don't know, maybe they're getting going right now as well, too. It seems like Mojo's a little bit on their side.
Coleman Smith tried to go up and grab that thing. He just couldn't do it. So where the Pirates dodged a bullet with a Hezekiah Kent fumble that they were able to get, they turn it over, trying to punt the ball away instead. 1st and goal for the Wildcats from the 5-yard line. They'll come out in a power set. 2 receivers off to the far side. One of them comes across the formation. Riandu is going to keep it. He's heading to the pylon. He's hit. He dives forward. Did he get in? They're going to call him out at a 1.
I thought he got it crossed there.
From this point, yeah, you're right. From this angle, it looked like he got in.
Looked like he got in. I think if he would have took off just a second earlier, he would have been in there, no problem.
Flag down.
There is a flag down on the play. It is against Brunswick High. That'll be half the distance to the goal for the Camden offense. They'll have the ball at about the 2-yard line, and half the distance will put it at the 1. 2nd and goal for Camden from the 1. Same formation they were just in. Riandu takes the snap. This time he'll give to the running back straight up the middle, and he'll score. Touchdown Wildcats. Daly on the touchdown.
Yeah.
Camden takes the lead on the turnover.
The offensive line kept it simple. They did their job. They moved forward. Their running back came right up behind them. They were able to cross that goal line.
You know, earlier I made a prediction to you before the game, and it was a pretty low-scoring prediction. I don't think that's going to hold up.
Nah, I don't think so either. Their trading blow is pretty good here.
Camden now attempting the extra point to take a 3-point lead. They were down literally a minute ago, 14-3. Back-to-back touchdowns unanswered by the Wildcats. The hold is down. Brunswick blocks the kick. Second block kick we've had tonight. Camden got one. Brunswick returns the favor.
Blocked by number 4,
Avion Addison blocks the kick.
Yeah, he came screaming off of that edge right there and was able to get in. And I know that high school rules don't call for it to be live after a block kick, but both guys, both teams, once they picked that ball up, man, they had nothing but daylight in front of them. But
yeah. 16-14, Camden out on top now. Despite the blocked extra point, they still have the lead. 6:54 to go before halftime. I predicted a 17-14 game before this thing started. We hadn't even gotten to halftime, and we're pretty much already there.
I just think it's a lot of adrenaline flowing here. Like I said, between these two, Camden County, Brunswick High, a lot of history between them. Good crowd that they're playing in front of tonight, so anything can happen.
Josiah Gibbons back to return for the Pirates. He's joined back there by Trent Lee. Camden getting ready to kick this thing off. They now have the lead. 16-14 over the Pirates. One of the premier games in the state here going on right here at Glynn County Stadium. They call this place Between the Bricks.
Beautiful facility.
Best in the state, and if it's not, it's in the conversation.
Has to be in the conversation. Been like that for years.
It's a little pooch kick. It'll bounce straight up. Brunswick will field it. Ooh, dangerous play. He feels it, and he will fall forward at about the 44-yard line. Brunswick will take over there. Short kick, so they've got good field position.
Good on that up back to basically secure that ball there, because it could have been dangerous, and I could see Camden coming away with that ball as well.
Ball spotted at the BHS 43-yard line. First down, 10 Pirates.
That was Adrian Volland that fielded it. Here's Brunswick High's possession here in the second quarter. 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go. They'll run a little reverse, a little trap, counter trap, and it's reverse field. He comes one way to the left and goes back right, and the flag comes flying. He's near the first down marker. A lot of athleticism there shown by Jamarius Towns off the carry. He came left, went back right. Now that another flag comes flying as we got some pushing and shoving in front of the Brunswick bench.
Yeah, he made something out of nothing there, but what I was pretty impressed, that quarterback threw a block. He made sure that he was able to spring. Towns going around the end, and sometimes you got to stick it in there even as a QB.
We got 4 different flags on the field, 3 on one side and 1 over here in front of us. And the officials talking it over. Probably a lot to talk about on that play.
Looks like it. Looked like a little bit of tempers flaring as well too. So hopefully these guys can settle down and just play ball.
They're still discussing it. Now they're pointing at the flag in case it got lost. I think we're ready to tell you what's going on. Holding. Brunswick. Personal foul. Unsportsmanlike. Brunswick. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's brutal. Man, that's going to push the ball back significantly for the Pirates.
Yeah, that was a lot of work that Towns did there to make something out of nothing and for it to be negated by 2 penalties. Man, shame.
This was a lot what plagued the Pirates last year. Kind of silly penalties that don't really mean anything, but it shoots the drive right out of the water.
Yeah, it does.
Pirates will take over here. It'll be, marker says second down. I believe that's where we're at. They'll mark it off again. They marked off the first penalty. Now they're going to mark off the second penalty. So earlier I told you that Camden had the football and they had about 3rd and the Sidney Lanier Bridge. This right here for the Pirates is 3rd or 1st down and the St. Simons Island Causeway, the entire thing.
Yeah, they got a ways to go to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And then to get to a 1st down, they've got to get the ball to the 47-yard line in Camden territory. They've got the ball at the 22. Moore takes the snap. He'll look. He'll throw. High throw, and it is caught, and a big hit there brought on. And a flag comes flying. Are they going to get him for targeting?
Look like it's going to be a late hit personal foul.
Jalen Johnson delivered the hit. Sorry, Jermaine, go ahead.
No, just late hit there. But what I was very impressed about that defender, man, that DB, he came up, man. He saw the ball in the air when the receiver's legs, his feet left the ground, and as soon as he came down, he was met.
Jordan Hicks on the reception for Brunswick. He's the one that took the hit. Personal foul against Brunswick. I think Hicks must have done something when he got up. We'll take a look at the replay here. The hit looks clean to me. Hicks gets up. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Nonetheless, 2nd and forever. Brunswick's got 4 receivers. Hezekiah Kent is split out all the way to the far side of the field in front of the Camden bench. Moore takes the snap. He looks to throw, and he'll throw to the sideline. It is complete tiptoes and stays in bounds. Nice little catch there by Hicks.
Nice catch, but also great pass protection here on this left side, man. They just folded that Camden defensive line and gave Grant all the time he needed to make a good throw. Right on target.
Coleman on the coverage for Camden. Clock stops as Hicks got out of bounds. Now that insurmountable 1st down looks at 3rd and 16. Still not likely, but a lot more. Moore looks to throw. He's being flushed. He'll roll to his right. Still looking. He throws, and it is intercepted and dropped by the Wildcats. Man, the Terrian King had a gimme, and he couldn't hold on to it. Undercut the receiver, Wayshawn Murray. And if he gets that and keeps his feet, he's gone.
Yeah, he broke on that. Beautiful break on it. Fortunate for the Pirates that there was not a turnover there. They get to flip the field a little bit and see exactly if they can pin the Wildcats back in their territory here.
Kind of baited him into throwing it, hung back and let him throw it, making him think the receiver was open, and he wasn't. So 4th and 16, the Pirates have their offense on the field, and they pull them off late. Now they'll send in the punt team. Remember, they oversnapped the punter, which led to a Camden touchdown. 6-18, 16-14. Camden now on top. Brunswick here to punt. This was an adventure last time. There's the snap. It's a good one. Camden comes, and they brought everybody, and he just gets it out of there. Fielding it at the 34, still on his feet, and he'll take it over the 35. Excuse me, it's fielded at the 24, and flags come flying. We've got one back at the 22, or 27. We've got one at the 37 and another one at the 34.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go running into the kicker back here, but also look like a horse collar on the other side there too. So maybe these are offsetting, and we're going to replay this down again.
They'll talk about it. The Brunswick offense has huddled up in front of their bench, so I believe they think that it's going to be against Camden, and it's going to be substantial enough to give them a first down. Grant Moore threw his helmet on, who of course is the Brunswick High quarterback. Brunswick believes their offense is going back on. Personal foul, running into the kicker, roughing the kicker. Face mask against Brunswick. Penalties offset. Replay the down. Jermaine called it before they even did it.
Yeah, I thought it was a horse collar, but it ended up being a face mask, I guess, around the neck, man. But let's see if they can get this ball back out, or at least be able to get the kickoff again.
So now the Brunswick High offense, who is itching to get back on the field, will find themselves a little bit of bench and wait for their next opportunity to get on the field as the punt team comes back on.
But yeah, they're going to have to make this adjustment because Camden came for it all last time, and they were there. Just got there a little too early and was able to miss the ball and get a part of the kicker's leg.
The last two punts have been entertaining. Camden rushing people on late here. There's the snap. They come up the middle again, and he kicks the ball, and it hits the up guy right in the booty. And Camden will recover. He kicked it right up the backside of the up guy. It's not a good punt. What happened? Man. Here's the replay. It's a good snap. He just line drived it. Just kicked it right out at his up back.
Yeah, he saw those footsteps in front of him, and he just said, I got to get rid of this thing here, but just didn't step into it.
Ball's at the 32-yard line, 5:56. Camden looking to add on. They're already up 16-14 here. We're approaching halftime. Man comes across the formation. Riandu, he's going to throw it, and it's knocked down. He waited to the absolute last second to throw the football. Brunswick's defense finally got to him, their defensive line. That was one of my keys to this football game that I said, if I felt like if the Camden offensive line could protect Riandu, give him some time to make some reads, that this would be a good game for Camden. They've done just that.
They've done very well, but for Brunswick High, it's great. The defensive linemen, the one thing they tell you to do, get your hands up. Good things happen when you get your hands up on the line, on the defensive line.
2nd and 10. Camden's going with 4 receivers. 3 to the far side of the field, 1 inside the hash mark. Riandu will hand off. He had a little hole on the counter, but it got closed up quickly. He was able to keep fighting and surge forward to pick up a couple of yards. 1 yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. So the bad punt, the Camden offense takes over, and now they're forced into a 3rd and long by the Pirate defense.
Yeah, there was a big hole there, but one of the defenders grabbed hold to the ball, and it's good for the running back to hold on to the ball. Otherwise, it would have been a turnover there, but fortunately for them, they still got the ball and still marching down towards the Brunswick House touchdown there.
The Wildcats in the same formation. Elias Williams inside the hash mark. Riandu looking to throw. He'll throw over the middle, and he throws behind his receiver. Incomplete. Gave his receiver absolutely no chance to catch the ball. Intended for Jonathan Stamus.
We said it earlier. We may be calling his name a good bit here tonight. But Caleb Butler got in there and was able to disrupt that. And, of course, Rendu's feeling it a little bit there. He got put on the ground there.
Camden's got their offense still on the field. They're thinking about going for it here on 4th and 9. The ball's put down. To get a first down, they've got to get to the 22.
It's field position here. They feel good about their chances here. What's the worst that can happen?
Right. You got the 2-point lead. And timeout. Camden now wants to talk about things. They didn't feel good about what they were doing. They'll probably bring the punt team out. We'll be right back with you. You're listening to the Continental Sports Network.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
The Pirates.
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Pirates!
Welcome back to Glynn County Stadium. Between the bricks, the Camden County Wildcats on 4th and 9 took a shot up the sideline to the end zone. It fell incomplete off the hands of the intended receiver. Turnover on downs. The Brunswick High Pirate offense will now take over. 5 minutes and 1 second left in the first half of play. Camden is up on top, 16-14. Jermaine, what have you thought about this first half of football?
First quarter flew by. The second quarter has been creeping along. But yet still, man, you're just seeing that both teams in their own way have proved themselves to be resilient. Brunswick High right now is shooting themselves a little bit in the foot, a lot of miscues. Fortunate for them, not necessarily on the defensive side, but on the offensive side, it's hindering their momentum as they're getting something going, and all of a sudden, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. So hopefully they can correct that on this drive. And Camden right now, they have momentum on their side, and we're going to see what their defense is going to do when they come out to try to make sure that they go inside of this locker room at halftime still with the lead.
And you see the shot that Camden took down the field, tried to get the ball to Elias Williams. Maybe some pushing and shoving there while the ball was in the air, but no flags on the play. And you're right, the first quarter flew by because it was a pretty clean quarter. The offense were humming, no mistakes here in the second quarter. It's been a flag-riddled quarter for both teams.
For both teams. But what you do see is on those big downs, who they're going to. They're going to their playmakers. They're 5-star, 4-star players on the field.
Hezekiah Kent comes out of the backfield in motion. Grant Moore looking. He's under pressure. He will elude it. Steps up, and now he's going to tuck and run, and he takes a hit. He fumbles the football, but I think they're going to say he was down. Real close to taking a targeting hit there. It looked like he was down, or if he wasn't, almost down when he took a hit there. It's dangerous territory.
Dangerous, but certainly good for him. He didn't make it a negative play. He went on and turned it upfield and went on the sled, so smart on his part.
1 yard gain by the Pirates. Xavier Brown, the linebacker, was the defender that came up for the Wildcats to hit him. They're showing blitz off the edge. There's Camden. There's the snap. They don't bring it. They'll hand the ball off, and they'll run it off the right edge, and they didn't get anything. Right back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that defense read that just right, swarmed around the ball. You have multiple hats around the ball. That's how you got to do it. Keep the clock running.
Hezekiah Ken on the carry.
Milton
He's got one reception on the night. He was a couple of yards short on the first down that reception. To be honest with you, other than that, very little impact from the 4-star. Moore looking to throw. Under pressure again. He looks to throw down the field, and he does, and almost picked off again for a second time. It falls incomplete harmlessly for the Pirates, and Terry and King, who almost had the first one, almost had him another opportunity to get one.
Yeah, he almost jumped in front of that. One thing I do like about Moore, he's making sure he doesn't get in trouble. I like his feet. He's getting outside of the pocket when he needs to. Just going to tighten up on that accuracy with his throws because, I mean, he had an opportunity there too. But on the move like that, it's pretty difficult.
4th and 9 for the Pirates. They'll try to punt the football off. It has been a circus so far for the Pirates trying to punt tonight. 3:39 to go in the half. Camden with 2 to return. And it's off his hands, and he drops it. He's looking, he picks it up, he runs, and Camden is going to get him inside the 5-yard line. Looked like he just took his eye off the ball and dropped it.
Yeah, right now, special teams. It's certainly it's burying the Pirates right now, and particularly their own punts. And I know right now that the young man is a little bit nervous, but he's going to have to shake it off and make sure that he can secure the ball and be able to go ahead and get it to his foot, step into it, flip the field. Right now, just putting those guys in his defense in a pretty bad spot.
Coleman Smith, a hectic night trying to punt the football for the Pirates, at least here in the first half. 3:29. Camden up on top, 16-14. 1st and goal from the 5. They've got 2 receivers way over outside the hash mark on the far side of the field. Randu in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll hand the running back straight up the middle. He'll plow and grind and push forward, and he will push the pile to about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, you figure at this point with them splitting those wide receivers out wide like that, they just want to go ahead and spread the field and just give it to that back and let him punch it in.
2nd goal.
Julian Daly stands behind Riandu. Snap, they'll give it to him again. He goes off the left side and he gets hit. Looked like he had a hole. It closed really quickly. 3 or 4 black jerseys come to meet him.
And unlike last time, when Daly actually made it in, he plowed his way through. This defender here came up, that linebacker stuck him, and then the rest of his guys came on to make sure he didn't go an inch further.
Big play here in the football game. 3rd and goal from the 3. Pirates trying to make a stop here. Camden trying to open up a 2-score lead.
This will be huge for the Pirates' morale if they can go ahead and at least hold them to 3 right now.
2 receivers to the near side of the field. Riandu snaps the ball, and he will hand it straight up the middle. No, it's a pass to Elias Williams. He faked out the whole stadium. Touchdown, Camden.
Yeah, Camden set that up very well. They snuck Elias Williams right out there in the flat there, and after they faked that handoff, nobody around them, nowhere around them. And they get that 5-star going and get him in the end zone.
With 2:16 to go, play action. Pass to Elias Williams from Parks Riandu, a 2-yard touchdown pass. Camden now leads 22-14 pending the extra point. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good as it bangs off the Nally sign. And Camden now takes a 23-14 lead over the Pirates. That's 20 unanswered points for the Wildcats here.
Yeah, very unfortunate right now because, again, momentum right now is on Camden's side. But it's the miscues. It's not anything as like Camden actually just overtaking this thing. It's Brunswick beating themselves up right now. They put themselves in this bad position here. But this is a good opportunity for them to be able to go ahead and find out who they are, gut check, and be able to clear up some of those mistakes and see if they can go ahead and make this game and keep it competitive, that is.
Again, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but this was something that plagued the Pirates consistently last year, were silly penalties that kept drives alive or killed drives in particular for the Pirates. And here it has reared its head again in the first game of the season in 2024.
You can expect some, early season
absolutely,
jitters.
yeah.
It can happen. It can happen to the best of them right now. But if you want to stay competitive, if you want to stay in the game, you got to clear that up quickly.
2 minutes and 16 seconds before we get to halftime. 23-14, Camden on top. Wildcats getting ready to kick to the Pirates. And there is the kick. It is a high spiral. And it will take one bounce, and it will creep into the end zone for a touchback. And when I say creep, you saw it barely got in.
I mean, it bounced just a foot over that goal line there. Of course, the returner was thinking that it was going to sail into the end zone, and he had to hurry up and stutter step and get to it just in case it came back this way on the field.
2 minutes and 16 seconds. We'll see the Pirates go with their 2-minute offense and see how quickly they're able to get down the field doing that. They're huddled up between the 30 and the 20. The ball's going to be placed at the 20. Camden's defense, they're huddled up on their sideline as well.
Like we said, it's a lot of football to play. I'm just reading body language, and we want to see who wants it. Who wants it?
And that ball barely got in the end zone. Big difference between bringing it out to the 20 and taking it on the 1. Grant Moore stands in the shotgun, and he will hand the ball off, and there's a hole on the left side, and he will hit it and pick up a couple before he is knocked backwards by a couple of Camden defenders. Jalen Johnson in on the tackle for Camden.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere and closed the gap on that.
Donald Widener also there to help for the Wildcats. Clock ticks under 2 minutes now. Grant Moore says he's ready, trying to get Camden to jump. They don't jump. Good discipline there by the Wildcats defensive line. The snap, Moore will hand off to Heck. He tries to get around the right edge, and he won't quite get the corner. They'll ride him out of bounds. He will pick up about 2.
Got a penalty on the play, though.
Chased out of bounds at the 24. It was a gain of 2. The flag's down.
Ball got to the 24-yard line before he was ridden out of bounds. We'll see what the penalty is. Holding against the Pirates. Great googly moogly if you're a Pirate fan.
Against the Pirates.
All the penalties here in the second quarter have just been nuts. And it's not like the Camden hasn't committed penalties either. They have, but the discrepancy between the amount of penalties here in the second quarter between Camden and Brunswick is astronomical.
Second down,
it's
16.
There's the snap. They'll hand the ball again to Heck, and he is trying to get around the left side. He won't, and he's going to get twisted up and gang tackled. And he picked up about a yard.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, that was actually a scary tackle, the way he just kind of contorted there.
Camden will take a timeout. They're trying to think about getting the ball back and add another score here. There's still 1:26, and Brunswick is in a 3rd and 16 situation. I think if you're Brunswick with all the way you've punted the football tonight, this is a scary situation to be in. You almost have to make a first down. You can't go for it this deep in your own territory. So, I was going to say if it was 3rd and 3 and then you went for it on 4th and 3, you didn't get it, so be it. You didn't have to punt it, but you can't do that right here.
But I'll imagine they're going to, draw up something and kind of take it to the air a little bit just to get it closer to the sticks. So even if it's 4th down, the way that punting has been tonight, you're better off trying to keep it on the ground and plow ahead if you got a yard or 2 to go.
That's a really great point. If you can get the ball to maybe the 3rd or close to the 30, the 27, do you feel better trying to get the first down deep in your own territory than you do punting right now with all the difficulties you've had punting the football so far? It's a good point, Jermaine. Here, I think you're just trying to get close. Come on, make it 4th and close and give yourself a chance.
Just give yourself a chance. Don't shoot yourself in the foot here. Let's try to keep the referees having their flags and they keep them in their pocket, that is.
I think the last thing the Pirates want to do here is try another punt. 1:26, 3rd and 16. Pirates come out, 4 receivers. They're stacking them on both sides. Snap to Moore. He looks to throw. He's in trouble. He evades. Rolls back to his left. Now he's going to keep it over the 20 to the 25, and he'll step out of bounds about 5 yards short. It will stop the clock in a minute 17. They're going to be looking at about a 4th and 5 here.
I wonder if he knew where he was, because maybe he would have went on and tried to turn it up. Sometimes, you know, you just sacrifice your body to try to get that extra yard or so, because maybe you make a defender miss and you're up the numbers, another 10 yards.
And they gave him a favorable spot, gave him an extra yard, so it's going to be 4th and 4. The Pirates do indeed bring out their punt team. Camden with 2 back to return, standing at their own 40. Look for Camden to come straight up the middle. They've done that a couple times and put a lot of pressure on the ball. Here they come, and it is blocked. The ball will bounce and roll, and it is picked up, and Camden will have the ball at the 1-yard line. You've got to be kidding me.
Wow. 4. This is the 4th time.
Like you said, Jermaine, would you have been better off at 4th and 4 rolling the dice and just trying to get it? It has been a disaster punting the ball.
Well, at least at that point there, instead of, you know, having only 2 yards to march into the end zone, you got, you know, just over a minute, and you got time to keep them out 30 yards, 40 yards back. Oh, man, I know that this right here is very, very disheartening for the Pirate fans and even for that defense.
Marcus Bovens blocks the punt for Camden. The ball is at the 2-yard line with the tip of the football touching the 2. I actually thought they had it at the 1, but the officials are right there. I'm not. So Camden will now come out. They'll go in that jumbo formation where they've got the 2 receivers all the way over in front of their own sideline. Man goes in motion. Riandu takes the snap. He'll hand off straight up the middle. He'll fall forward, and he's going to be half a yard short. It'll be 2nd and goal from the half-yard line. Daly almost got in.
Yeah, he was rolling over those defenders that were up underneath him. I thought that he actually stuck the ball over the end zone.
Under a minute, Riandu takes the snap. He'll hand it Daly again. He'll plow forward, dives, and no signal. They're going to say he's short. The Camden says he's in, but the official says he did not get in. Now the clock becomes an issue here as we tick toward 35 seconds. They're trying to rush a guy off. 3rd and goal from the 2. There's the snap. They'll hand the ball. No, Riandu's going to keep it. He'll jump past to the end zone, and it is no signal. Did he catch it? Did he hold it above the ground? And they're going to say they still touchdown. Finally, we get a touchdown signal. But there's a penalty all the way over on the far side of the field at the 5.
And I don't even know if that penalty is what I actually saw. They still had another guy on the field that was running off when they snapped the ball. Could have been 12 men on the field.
Elias Williams fell on his stomach and was able to keep the ball from hitting the ground on a low jump pass from Riandu. They took forever to say it was a touchdown. Now they're letting us know it is. And now a personal foul against Camden, targeting. Trying to figure this out. Great play. That ball hit the ground. Ball hit the ground.
Yeah.
They missed that one, but that's okay. It's tough down there. In real motion, live action. Yeah, that ball's on the ground.
Yeah, it is.
Camden caught a break there.
They called 2 breaks because they're supposed to be marching back. If you look at the wide shot there, you will see they had 12 guys on the field when they snapped the ball.
They'll give them the touchdown. And I guess the penalty is going to be assessed on the kickoff is what I'm assuming. Mark it down as a 2-yard touchdown pass to Elias Williams at 20 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. 29-14, pending the extra point. The snap is down and the kick is good. And Camden now up on top, 30-14. Wow.
Jason, I tell you, I didn't see this happening the way that the points have swung this way. That's 27 unanswered points.
Yeah. Remember, Brunswick jumped out 14-3, and it looked like, you know, they were about to run Camden right out of here.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, they were marching the ball up and down the field and stuttered a little bit here late, but special teams, special teams, special teams. You got to get it right.
I'm writing this down as all the big plays that go on this game so I can reference them later. And all I've got here in the 2nd quarter is Camden, 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 Camden.
Yeah.
30-14. Camden up by 16 points. As Jermaine just told you, they've scored 27 unanswered here at home against the Pirates at Glynn County Stadium. 20 seconds before we hit the halftime mark.
Yeah, it's a little quiet on this side over here on the home side, but hopefully these guys can go inside of the Brunswick High can go inside of the locker room and regroup and come back out. And I know Camden right now, they're very fortunate to be on this side because of the miscues of the Pirates. They're just taking advantage of what's given to them, you know, those miscues there. So right now it's come a little easy for them in the second quarter.
Both teams still huddled up. Neither one has made their way onto the field yet. Here comes the Brunswick special teams. And the thing that's really hurt the Pirates, Jermaine, is special teams. You were talking about that earlier, particularly in the punting game. That's at least 3 scores that they've given Camden points off of the punting.
Like I said, man, they just taking advantage. They taking what they give them at this point right now. So because of that personal foul, maybe they can get maybe a quick score here. I mean, if a good return here, maybe put that in the end zone, but at least they'll be on the Wildcat side of the field when they do receive this.
17 points scored by the Wildcats off of miscues from the Brunswick punting game.
Camden will kick it off.
Camden to kick this thing away. And they are assessing the penalty on the kickoff. Camden will be kicking the ball off from the 12-yard line, their own 12. Brunswick's got 2 back to return. 1 standing at the 40, 1 standing at the 36. Here's the kick. It is a little pooch kick, fair caught at the 44-yard line. So the Pirates will take over with good field position. Not a lot of time on the clock, though, 20 seconds. They find themselves down 30-14. See if Garrett Grady just decides to wave the white flag here in the first half and get to halftime and regroup, or if he rolls the dice and tries to put some points on the board here before he gets to halftime.
Yeah, at this point, I can see either one happening, but if I'm Coach Grady, I'm trying to get in that end zone right now. We got to go inside of the locker room with something.
Grady's a former OC, so you're probably right.
Yeah.
Grant Moore, go ahead.
But look at who they got playing center field back there in the defensive backfield.
Yeah, they have Elias Williams back there just in case, and now another flag. It'll be a false start against Brunswick, and the flags just keep coming against the Pirates. Holy cow.
I actually thought the defender jumped off sides on this one here.
You can see the frustration in the Pirate players, and especially from the sideline with the coaching staff. Guys, yeah, he moved for sure. Yeah, that's a false start. They got it right. Big number 75 for the Pirates. Snap, Moore looks to throw. He'll roll to his left, looking to throw. He'll throw against his body down the field, and it is caught. Did he stay in bounds? Yeah, they're going to give him the catch. All the way down to the 30. Nice catch there by Hicks.
Nice catch, nice throw. Give this kid some time, man. He can get the ball down the field.
Timeout. Well, he's out of bounds. 12 seconds to go. The clock is stopped there. The Pirates are going to want to talk about this. Hicks, the senior receiver, kept his feet in bounds. And that time, as Grant Moore was rolling against his body, he made a good throw on the move, where on the other side of the field, we've seen him struggle rolling the other direction.
Especially, on those crossing, going back inside towards the middle. He was trying to throw that one earlier that we saw cross his body. This one here, he made the adjustment, and, he put it right on the money.
Both teams huddled up here. 12 seconds to go before we hit halftime. Camden has scored 27 unanswered points. They trailed 14-3 going into the second quarter, and they have done nothing but dominate the football game ever since. The Brunswick High Pirates here are trying to put together a late drive to put some points on the board and try and stop some of this, or at least quell some of this Camden momentum heading into halftime, and have some of their own going in the locker room.
Yeah, right now at this point, you got to make sure that you, again, don't do anything to kind of go into the locker room, shoot yourself in the foot. It'd be good for the Pirates to put something on the board. They hadn't done that since the first quarter here, so.
And if you're Camden defensively and you're the defensive coordinator for the Wildcats, which is Travis Rowland. He pretty much handles the defense. He's telling those guys, stay in front of everything. Don't let anything behind you. And they'll probably go to a soft coverage, I would imagine, just for that, with only 12 seconds to go. That they do, basically a cover 4. Snap, Moore looks to throw. He'll throw it underneath to Murray, who makes the reception at the 25 and is dragged down inbounds. Clock says 4 seconds. I think the Pirates got a timeout, so that'll stop the clock from the 25. I try a field goal here.
I mean, at this point, they've already had one field goal block, though. I mean, special teams have not actually been a backbone for them right now. Good backbone for them. Your chances are just as good as trying to put it in the end zone at this point.
Okay.
Grant Moore hadn't been sacked at this point. I mean, right now they're in the pre-vet, so see what can happen.
Okay. And you're right, the punting coverage, punting protection has not been, it's been less than stellar.
Less than stellar. But even, like I said, Camden got in there and blocked the kick. Brunswick got in there and blocked the kick. So right now, maybe a flea flicker, I don't know. a little lateral, something like that, hook a lateral.
Brunswick High offense breaking huddle, now coming out on the field. Once again, they've got the ball at about the 23-yard line. They have been manhandled here in the second quarter by the Wildcats, so they really need something to happen here. Try and take some momentum with them into halftime, and Jermaine's right. They're not going to kick the field goal. They're going to come out 5 receivers. Keep an eye on Hezzy Kent. He's at the bottom of the field, bottom of your screen. Moore looks to throw. He's scrambling. He'll heave one to the end zone toward Hezzy Kent, and it's way out of bounds, incomplete. A little shove there in the end zone, but I don't think it really mattered. The ball was so far out of bounds that it was uncatchable.
Yeah, initially I was looking for a flag too, but because of the placement of the ball, you're not going to get that.
All right, so at the end of the first half, Camden 30, Brunswick 14, and we'll step away. You're listening to the Continental Sports Network. We'll see you in the second half.
Hi, my name is Freddie Sam.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
Go Pirates!
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Pirates!
favorite team scoring the winning goal, finding your dream home is a game changer.
That's right, Mom. Whether you're cheering for a big win on the field or celebrating a new home, it's all about having the right.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
Go Pirates!
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Pirates!
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
Go Pirates!
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Pirates!
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
Go Pirates!
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Pirates!
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate,
one of the core values at Continental Bank is our commitment to our local community. We take great pride in helping our student athletes find their prime. We're pleased to sponsor Pirates football. From all of us at Continental Bank, we hope you enjoy the game tonight. Go Pirates!
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
Go Pirates!
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Pirates!
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
Go Pirates!
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Pirates!
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
Go Pirates! Some other scores of interest on the Southeast Georgia.
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Pirates!
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
Go Pirates!
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Pirates!
Welcome back to Glynn County Stadium, Between the Bricks, here on the Continental Sports Network. We have one of the premier matchups in the state. I'm Jason Bishop along with Jermaine Johnson. The Camden County Wildcats visiting the Brunswick High Pirates. And the Pirates jump out to a 14-3 lead. And it looked like they were about to run the Wildcats right out of Glynn County Stadium. Remember, the Pirates have already won 2 in a row against Camden. And then all of a sudden, Camden gets hot. Brunswick starts making some mistakes. And the Wildcats reel off 27 unanswered points in the second quarter, and that has put us where we are, a 30-14 lead for Camden as we head to the third quarter.
Well, truly, I mean, the way I look at it is Brunswick High started playing against 2 teams. They started playing against Camden and against themselves.
That's a great point.
So maybe they can go ahead and just have one opponent in this next half and gain some ground and see if they can turn this thing around.
Camden won the toss, or excuse me, Brunswick won the toss and deferred, and so Camden will be kicking to the Pirates. High end over end, it'll be fielded at the 5. Brought across to the 10 to the 15, tripped up at the 20, he'll fall forward to the 25-yard line, and the Pirates will start the second half on offense from the 25-yard line.
A good return and give them some good field position coming out, and let's see what these Pirates can do.
Huddled up offensively, still on the field, have not come on yet. 11:55. Of course, we're just underway here in the second half.
The return out to the 25-yard line. Pirates will scrimmage first and 10.
Brunswick had a chance there late in the second quarter, trying to put some points on the board. They could not do it. Clock ran out on them, and here we go. Pirates with 3 receivers are going to stack 2 receivers to the near side. Now they'll undo that by having a man go in motion. Moore will actually hand off to the running back straight up the middle. He's got a big hole. He'll break a tackle from behind. Now he's into the secondary, and he will be run down over the 50 into Camden County territory. And so the Pirates start out on a really positive foot. William Heck on the carry.
That's how you come out of the locker room. That right there is how you establish yourself on the ground. Big game, good things. Let's see exactly what Brunswick does to build on this.
First and 10, BHS.
almost like a pistol-type formation here with Grant Moore with the running back directly behind him. There's the snap. He'll give it to him. He'll go straight up the middle, and he will spin off of a tackle all the way down to the 45-yard line, give him 3 on the carry.
Positive game for the Pirates, of course. You see those Wildcats swarming around the ball there.
Jermaine Robbins checks in for the Brunswick High Pirates.
For the Pirates from the Cat 45.
Pirates in a big set. Snap. There, Moore's going to throw it to the sideline. It is caught. Had to come back to the football, but he did
Moore's pass complete to
Mr. Murray.
That's how you go back to the ball. You don't wait for it, especially on a long throw like that. It could be dangerous because that defender could have jumped in front of it there, but a good job on Towns to go ahead and circle back in there and get that and then turn upfield.
Wasim Murray has had a big game. By the way, he's only a sophomore. And goes in motion. Moore looks to throw. Nope, he'll hand off. Heck breaks it back to the middle, spins out of a tackle. Now he's got some clear grass in front of him, and he gets tripped up at about the 20-yard line. That's where they'll mark him down. So the Pirates offense on a roll here at the beginning of the second half.
William is running with an attitude right now. This man here gets running like he got something to prove.
Yeah,
he wants to put this team on his back.
Roberts Tate, LLZ, red zone, 1st and 10.
They've stared at that big formation, using Hezekiah Ken almost as a lead blocker. There's the snap. They'll run it again. They'll give it to Heck this time around the left edge. He's looking for some blocking. He gets it, and he will get the ball down to about the 10-yard line.
That's how you got to keep feeding the machine.
Close to a first down. Let's see if they give it to him.
But the blocking on that side there, if you looked at it, man, I mean, they were moving people all over the place. And Heck is just dicing them. He's finding his creases, and he's just turning it up the field.
It is a first down, the 1st and goal for the Pirates from the 10-yard line. And Camden wants to take a timeout and talk about it. They've gotten pushed around right out the gate here in the second half, and they want to bring them over and have a chat.
Once again, the Glynn County
way I'm looking at it right now, Brunswick has this momentum going down the field there, and they're doing it all on the ground. I think that's exactly what Camden wants to do. They want to slow it down. They want to get their guys settled, and they want to let them know, hey, listen, you guys got pass on as well, too. Lower them as well. You got to stop this run.
William Heck has been the primary weapon so far out of the break. They have done nothing but feed him the football. One pass, everything else has been on the ground with Heck as the ball carrier.
Yeah, but these linemen, like they're coming out a little angrier right now, man. They actually moving people around, man, and on these big runs, yes, it's great to have an experienced ball carrier who has vision. But when you have an offensive line that can give you just that crease that you need to go ahead and turn it upfield, and that's what's happening. It's the combination of both things here.
The Camden defense breaks huddle. They're the ones that took the timeout. Camden now has 2 timeouts remaining in the second half. Brunswick offense makes its way back on the field as well, and so it'll be 1st and goal for the Pirates from the 10-yard line. Trying to end that 27 unanswered point streak that the Wildcats have put up. There's the snap. They run a little Wildcat. It's a little reverse, and he's around the edge. Nobody's going to touch him. Touchdown, Pirates. Jamarius Towns came around the edge. They ran a little reverse out of the Wildcat. Nobody accounted for him, and he could have crawled in the end zone if he had wanted to.
Yes, he could. I mean, he had 2 guys in front of him, but great misdirection there. They came out of this locker room here, seems to be determined to go ahead and turn things around here and make a statement. We're going to see what Coach Travis Rowland, what he says to his team to go ahead and figure out, hey, what's going on, you know?
Towns with a 10-yard touchdown run here at 9:57 in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for 2. They run the Wildcat again, and this time it gets swallowed up by the Wildcat defense, and it will remain a 10-point lead for the Wildcats, 30-20. Camden stays on top. Remember now, last year in the second half, Brunswick ate Camden alive with the Wildcat. They just snap after snap gave it to Hezekiah Ken, and Camden had no answer. Could not stop it. The Pirates just ran it the entirety of the second half and just chewed clock, and Camden couldn't get them off the field.
but it worked for them because they had a lead and they had good control of the game at that time. And it ain't too much you can really do when you got a guy that's 6'5", 6'6" like that, 260 pounds, and that's leaning forward. But right then on that one, that conversion try, they weren't fooled by it at all. We're going to see how this defense responds the next series that they come out, but let's see what Camden offense comes out and do.
We have seen Murray be a factor here for the Pirates. We have seen Elias Williams be a factor for the Wildcats. Two guys that you kind of look for. A guy that I would think the Pirates want to get going is Hezzy Kent here in the second half. Haven't called his name a lot in the first half. I think he's only got one reception for maybe 10, one reception for about 10 yards, and that's it.
Yeah, they've targeted him, but I hope that they can get him going in the second half here.
And the kick is a short end over end. It will be fielded at the 12, brought over the 15, still on his feet to the 20. He's got a seam up the middle, and he is gone. So Brunswick scores, and then Camden answers right back. A 90-yard touchdown return, and the Wildcats snatch that momentum right back.
At every level in football, on a return, in most cases, if you can make that first guy miss, you can take it off. You can go ahead and take it to the races, and that's exactly what happened. We had a guy that had a clear shot at him and just couldn't get a hand on him, and my man takes it all the way in.
David Coleman for the Wildcats. Give them a 36-20 lead pending the extra point. 89-yard return.
We were told that they had some dangerous return men, and they showed it there.
They always have dangerous return men down in Kingsland. There's the snap. The kick is up. It's a line drive, and it is good. And Camden now back up by 17 points, 37-20. Remember, Brunswick went for 2 and didn't get it. So Camden just kicks the extra point and puts themselves up by 3 scores. Man, that is a tough break for the Pirates.
Tough break, especially with the way they came out. But right now, the way that they just gave themselves a little bit more cushion as far as Camden, they're giving their offense a little bit of time to rest. And this defense is about to get back out there, so we're going to see if they're going to stiffen up, they're going to tighten up and turn things around and try to stop this Pirate offense.
9:39 to go in the third quarter. Fireworks right out the gate. Brunswick gets the ball, drives it right down the field, puts the ball in the end zone, gets themselves a little bit closer, and then Camden answers with an 89-yard punt return, an 89-yard kick return for a touchdown to answer the touchdown by the Pirates. Pirates go for 2, don't get it. Camden kicks the extra point, 17-point lead.
So we saw in the first half it was more of the punts, special teams. But then here we go, we kick the ball off for the Pirates, and then another miscue there, missed assignment. And it seems to be this is where they're getting all their points off. Camden's getting a lot of their points when it comes down to because of special teams or something that happened or responding after blocking a punt.
You remember before the game I told you it'd be a 17-14 game?
Look like it's shaping up to be that way.
Not so much.
Not so much.
And it's a line drive kick. And it is booted. It is booted, and now they're on a scramble for the football. I think Brunswick fell on it. They just kicked a little high pooch line drive, and up man could not handle it. Fortunately, I think the Pirates fell on it, at least if you're a Brunswick fan.
Yeah,
yep.
you gotta call a fair catch there, and just trust. It looks to be that one guy was running back and was trying to get it. He wasn't aware that his guy behind him, his up back behind him, was in position for it, and that was almost pretty dangerous. Actually, it was dangerous. It's just that they're fortunate that the ball's not going the other way. That they're not putting their defense back on the field.
A new score in
a lot of loose balls for the Pirates tonight.
In the third quarter.
Got some Pirate fans logged on and interacting with us on social media. CY Cool 100, we got to answer back, BHS. Well, 9:34 here in the third quarter. We'll see what happens. Snap. Grant Moore will hand the ball off to William Heck. He's been their primary weapon so far. He's still on his feet. Picks up a block on the outside. He's past midfield, puts a move on. He's at the 30, cuts it back to the middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 25. A lot of weaving and wobbling by Heck. And getting the ball all the way down the field showed his elusiveness there. Not just the speed, but the elusiveness.
He said, don't kick it to flip the field. I could do it myself. He takes the rock and he runs on basically going inside of the 30-yard line for Camden. And, I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of this offensive line here, but more so the fact that he didn't want to go out of bounds on this. He had an opportunity to go down, but he said, no, let me keep going for it. Let me get as much as I can.
58-yard run by William Heck, and his totals have got to be getting well up there, probably approaching close to 200 yards rushing at this point. And we're going to step aside as we've got a player down on the field. You're watching the Continental Sports Network. We'll be right back.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
Welcome back to Glynn County Stadium. Josiah Gibbons takes the handoff for the Pirates and punches it into the end zone. And the Pirates answer Camden's kick return right back with a touchdown of their own, 37-26 now, 9:03 third quarter. And it's punch, counter punch so far here in the second half.
Track meet of some sorts, man. If you look at him, and my man put that foot down in the dirt and he left one defender to the side and he just hit the speed burst button. I mean, that's some track speed there.
22-yard run for Josiah Gibbons for a touchdown. The kick is up and it is good. So the Pirates answer back, and that takes it back to a 10-point game.
Feels like the 4th of July in here. Fireworks all over the place. 9:03 to go in quarter number 3. Camden 37.
Yeah, he just broke that tackle, and then like you said, once you get past the original tackler.
Well, Jason, looks like this gap is trying to close a little bit. We're going to see beyond special teams. Maybe we can get this Pirate defense on the field here for a minute.
The BHS scoring drive.
37-27. 9:03 third quarter, and you're right. I heard Kevin Price, who's the PA announcer here at Glynn County Stadium, say it, fireworks everywhere.
Athletic corporate sponsors, Riches, Sea Island, Nally, International Longshoremen Association.
I think as much as people didn't expect the score to be the way that it was in the first half, I don't think that they meant, or they were going to see 3 scores within 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Brown South Bank and Duckworth Properties, Maritime Realty, Southern Disposal, Jacobson Coolidge, and Clearview Services.
Right now, the defense left their defense in the locker room.
Etheridge will kick off.
Etheridge to kick off. Camden's got 3 deep. It is a low line drive, and it sails out of bounds. Illegal procedure. The Wildcats will bring the ball up to the 35.
You know, that could have been a good thing for the Pirates right now, because I probably wouldn't have kicked it back deep right now.
You're talking about that they've got some good return men in Camden. There's a long tradition of that all the way back to J.J. Green, Brandon McMaster, Jamie Felix. We can do this all day if you want to.
I mean, those guys, man, when they saw Green, they were gone. I mean, you couldn't catch them. You couldn't put ahead. They ran through tackles. You just give them open field like that. like Camden wants them to kick it again.
Yeah. So instead of taking the ball in the 35, Camden elects to have them re-kick, so that's what they're going to do, and I think that's a good call by Travis Rowland.
Yeah. Kind of pick your poison back there, who you're going to kick it to.
Yep, and you move them back and make them kick it.
Yeah.
From a further distance. Guaranteeing yourself some field position. Coach Rowland probably likes this move. Etheridge getting ready to kick. 37-27, Camden on top. Brunswick just cut this to a 10-point deficit. And there's the kick. It's another low line drive. This time it will be fielded at the 12. They'll bring it to the 20. Trying to set up a wall, and a great job of special team coverage there by the Pirates. Trent Lee gets in and makes a tackle inside the 20.
Ball carries down right here, but you're right. Good open field tackle.
Excuse me, inside the 25. We'll step away.
Injury timeout.
You're watching Camden and Brunswick High on Continental Sports Network.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
Go Pirates!
Welcome back to Glynn County Stadium. Third quarter, 8 minutes and 58 seconds left to go. I'm Jason Bishop along with Jermaine Johnson. 37-27, Camden leads Brunswick. Camden with the football. Their first possession on offense here in the second half, because remember, they had that kick return, and Brunswick's had the ball twice. So the first time the Camden offense has taken the field. Parks Riendu, the quarterback, stands in the shotgun. He'll take the snap and he'll hand to his running back Daly, who jukes and jives over the left side. He'll pick up about 3 to the 29-yard line.
Jordan Hardy on the carry.
Excuse me, Jordan Hardy on the carry.
Jay-Sean Towns on the tackle.
Yeah, quick feet inside the hole there, making sure that he's going north and south there, but trying to get everything that he can.
Second down 5. Ball at the 29.
Gave him 5 yards. Ball's at the 29-yard line. Bring up a 2nd and 5. Motion from the Wildcats. They'll motion their up back and tight end from the right to the left. Here's the snap, and they will give to Daly again. And he's still on his feet, breaks a tackle over the 40 or close to the 40-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Great balance there, man. He was able to just stay on his feet there and keep going towards the end zone. Those guys are making holes for him, and he's finding them.
10 out to the 39. Wildcats move the chains, 1st and 10.
Ball's at the 39-yard line. We tick toward 8 minutes here in the third quarter. Camden up on top, 37-27. Been a slugfest so far. I thought this would be a low-scoring defensive battle. Shows you how much I know.
It's high school football, man.
That's right. You never know. Riandu throws underneath. It's complete. He breaks a tackle to the 40, to the 30, on his feet to the 20. Outruns the defender, gets a block, and he's going to go all the way and score a touchdown. Are you kidding me? A little 5-yard underhook route turns into a big 67-yard touchdown. Jonathan Stamos on the reception, and he houses it.
Fireworks indeed. If you look at it, when he's mid-stride there, he had a defender that was on the outside, and his fake just got him to just get startled just for long enough to take him out of the play, and he just kept turning upfield and was able to just outrun everybody.
The kick is up, and it is good. He kicked it over the sweets, and Camden now up on top, 44-27. Punch, counter punch, punch, counter punch. 7:30 in the third quarter. Camden gets the 65-yard pass completion from Riandu down to which was really just a 5-yard button hook. But Jonathan Stamos caught the ball and then took it to the house.
And we've had a lot of big plays in this game here.
No kidding. Looks like there was a penalty on the kick, so they're going to make them do it again. Yep, penalty on Camden. They're going to back them up and make them re-kick. So wipe off the extra point for now. Back to 43-27. So the Wildcats will have to kick a longer extra point. 25-yard attempt. Snap, Brunswick comes, he gets it up, and it is still good. So it holds 44-27. Camden answers right back to the Brunswick answer.
And you asked the question, where's the defense in this half here?
I don't know. Still in the locker room. Everybody's playing it right now.
We see some Pirate fans that are chiming in right now. Nante says, y'all think it's too late for the Pirates? No, Jimmy V, never give up. Never give up.
At the rate these two offenses are scoring, we could probably end up with a 56-51 type of game.
Sakul, I feel you. That hurts if you are a Pirate fan.
That's the third quarter score.
Well, apparently somebody don't believe in the never give up deal. Aaron Bryant says, pack it up, Pirates.
Camden to kick the ball back. Noah McCullers to kick off for the Wildcats. And the kick is a line drive kick. They're trying that little pooch thing again, and it is fielded. And right in front of the Camden bench, he will fall on the football. And the Brunswick High Pirates will take over on offense. Pretty good field position. About the 31, 32-yard line. Here's another look at the touchdown.
After the short kick, the Pirates will scrimmage 1st and 10 from their own 32.
That was one of the receptions. Here we go. Take a look at it shortly. Snap. Grant Moore hands to Heck, and he falls down the backfield. It didn't look good. No. They say he fumbles the football, and the Wildcats say they have it. Let's see what the official says.
Yeah, that didn't look good when he was going down.
You know what? We're going to step away here. You're watching Continental Sports Network. We'll be right back.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
Go Pirates!
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Pirates!
Back at Glynn County Stadium, we're going to take a second look at this injury to William Heck. Maybe not as bad as we originally thought. Here you see he tries to change direction, and he kind of goes down. It looks like he rolls his ankle here. If that's the case, that's good news. If it's just an ankle roll. They're still on the field working on him.
No, it looked pretty awkward. Yeah, I mean, we're hoping that it's not bad, a bad situation here, but like you said, they're still working on him right now, and
you know, at second look, Jermaine, it does kind of,
yeah.
You hate that. We hope it's nothing. Maybe worst case, a knee sprain. Let's hope that. All right, so we'll step aside and we'll be right back. You're watching the Continental Sports Network.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
Go Pirates!
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Pirates!
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Brunswick High football.
Go Pirates!
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Pirates!
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Welcome back to Glynn County Stadium, and we are ready for action now. Grant Moore in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll hand the ball off to the new running back who weaves and dodges and will dip for a couple of yards down to the 34-yard line. And we did have William Heck carted off the field, senior running back for Brunswick High, and good thoughts and prayers to him and his family. Moore to throw, looking. He'll take a shot down the field. He's got a receiver behind the defense, and it is caught. Caught at the 25-yard line. He's ridden out of bounds.
Great concentration on that pass there or that reception. I thought for sure the defender had knocked it out of his hands, but he was able to hold on to it.
And another big play here in the third quarter. They just keep coming. Moore threw a bullet.
Great ball.
Caught by Wasim Murray. He's a playmaker. They'll hand the ball off straight up the middle into a big dog pile of white shirts. Not much there for Zion Rankin. Sophomore running back. He's a big-time track star at Brunswick High.
Well, he turned on the Jets earlier. Let's see if he can get something going. They can give him a little room.
Getting the signal from the sideline. 44-27, Camden up on top. We just clicked under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Brunswick trying to answer back. Motion from right to left. Moore holds it. He's going to throw to the end zone. Flag comes out. It is caught. No, incomplete, says the official, as he could not hold on to the football. There is a flag on the play. Probably a hold on Camden.
Great ball that was thrown there. We're going to see exactly what this penalty was, and that's what it was.
And you'll see it here. He had to grab a hold of the receiver to try to keep him from catching the football. Oh, I don't know. In real time, that's what it looked like, but I don't know there on the replay. They'll mark it off nonetheless, though. 5:36. It'll be second and, well, first and 10 now. Well, first and goal from the 7.
I think it happened when Towns was coming out of his break, and that guy, Towns had a step on him.
Okay. First and goal from the 9, pardon me. Brunswick trying to draw closer. Snap, Moore Hands to the running back who heads straight up the middle, and he will get the ball inside the 5-yard line. A lot of hard running between the tackles there.
Great toughness that he showed right there.
Xavier Brown on the tackle.
I tell you, this offensive line ain't scared, man.
Nope. They faked to Josiah Gibbons. Grant Moore's going to keep it. He's heading to the end zone. Touchdown. They faked out the whole stadium. They faked it to Gibbons. Grant Moore kept it, and he gets in for a touchdown. What a great game.
Great game. I know we haven't used the term dual threat, but this kid's his feet, man. He's pretty fleet on his feet. You got to watch out for him.
He's a heck of a baseball player, too.
Wow.
Well, arguably a better baseball player than he is a football player. Arguably. He's good at both.
That's good. I look forward to seeing him on the diamond then.
The kick is up, and it is good. And Brunswick cuts in the lead to make it 44-33. And this thing, 44-34, thing just keeps going back and forth and back and forth. As long as Camden keeps answering Brunswick, I think they'd be fine with this. But how long can you do it?
The difference of 1 or 2 series in this game here. One stop, then that may actually pull Brunswick back in. But Camden, I don't think that they're planning on trying to make that happen. They want to kind of keep their foot on the gas pedal and keep scoring points. If you got to at this point, keep on outscoring them.
Give Moore a 5-yard touchdown run.
Herman Wing says, "Good job, Pirates." Cheering on his guys from afar.
.509. Here you see in the third quarter, Camden has a 10-point lead. This is like an arena football game.
Yes, it is. High scoring affair.
Yeah.
Using 2:16 of game clock. Entering to kick off.
I got a feeling, though, you don't want to leave this game here early the least bit.
No. I've run out of paper for the third quarter. I have to flip to the back.
I see.
The kick, a high end over end. It's short. It'll be fielded and dropped and then picked back up. Fortunate bounce for the Wildcats. He'll reverse field and nowhere to go. The Pirates special teams close in and drag him down at the 17-yard line. That play had disaster written all over it for Camden. Fortunately, they survived it. Jordan Hardy on the return.
If nothing else, glad that they still, I know that their coach is still glad that they're about to send their offense out on the field, because you're right. They're about to go ahead and with their backs against the wall, and look like Brunswick is going to have another opportunity to close the gap.
Ball spotted on the 17. First down, Wildcats.
Five minutes to go, even in the third quarter. Flag comes flying. That came from the Brunswick High sideline, so that's either a delay of game or a sideline warning. It'll be a sideline warning. And coach is arguing with the official about the sideline warning.
Where's the get back man?
Right? Riandu looks to throw. He'll throw, and it is low and incomplete.
Riandu's first down pass is incomplete.
Intended receiver for Sean Green.
Sean Green, the intended receiver, brings
And he had a lot of room over there, too. If he would have had that ball off the carpet there, he could have been at least first down. Or one-on-one situation there. Yeah.
Soft coverage, and he's a speedster, too. You put him in space, he's dangerous. Elias Williams checks into the game for the Wildcats. Riandu getting the call from the sideline. Now he's ready. He barks out the signal. Two receivers the far side. He's got them stacked. Riandu high snap. He handles it, and flags and whistles stop the play. No, just whistles. Timeout Camden. Play clock was getting low. It was down to 2 seconds. They just went ahead and took the timeout.
Yeah, a little confusion there in the play calling there. Evidently wasn't getting the call from the sideline there. And right now, why not? Let's go on to burn a timeout.
Boy, that first quarter flew by as both offenses were just humming up and down the field. Second quarter drug because of all of the flags. This third quarter here has taken equally as long, but not because of flags. It's just because it's constant scoring and stopping.
Constant scoring. I guess these guys, man, both teams, they like an idea of getting inside of that end zone, and they're taking full advantage of each other's miscues and misalignments. And right now, it's just an exciting game to be at, and the environment's right. And like I said, you never know. This is Friday nights in South Georgia.
With all the success that Brunswick had running the football last year in the Wildcat with Hezekiah Kent, I'm surprised that we haven't seen that yet.
Well, up to this point, you know, Heck was putting the team on his back before he got injured. So you never know. Maybe they're going to come out with some of that here when they get the ball.
That's a good point. And again, we now have stoppage in play. Camden took a timeout. Brunswick wants to and want to match them. Everything they do, you score a touchdown, we'll score a touchdown. You call timeout, we'll do it too.
Kick a field goal, block a field goal, we'll block.
Yeah.
You know, I mean.
Yeah. 4:55 here in the third quarter. 44-34. Camden is up on top. Ware County is thumping Appling in Baxley, 40-10. Swainsboro over on St. Simon's in the Bloody Marsh, taking on the Savannah Blue Jackets, and they're putting it on Savannah 55-12 in the third quarter. Valdosta up on Tucker 28-13 in the third. Colquitt 38-14 up on the West All-Stars. They're out of Utah. Just some scores from around. MCA has beaten the Islands 22-0.
A shutout for the Bucks.
That defense is legit over there in Darien. All right, we're ready to go. 2nd and 10 for Camden. There's the snap. They'll give to the running back, nowhere to go. Ran into a wall of black jerseys. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Good stop there for the Pirates. It's in the trenches, man. Those guys are trying to step up a little bit. We were talking about this not too long ago with the heat between the bricks here. This is where you got to dig down deep.
We click under 4.5 minutes in the third quarter. 3rd and 10 for Camden. Brunswick trying to make the first defensive stop of the half. Riandu looks to throw. He's looking. He throws. It's complete to Elias Williams. He's still short of the first down, but there's a flag that came out behind Riandu. That's either in the neighborhood of holding or roughing the passer. I don't think Riandu was roughed. It will be holding on Camden.
Let's see what Coach Grady decides to do here. Looks like he's sending Towns out to receive this punt.
We haven't seen a lot of punts from Camden tonight. Not as many as we've seen from Brunswick.
No, not at all.
Jordan Hicks is going to join Towns to return. They're both back deep. A lot of confusion on the Camden punt team. Guys running on and off, not really knowing where they're supposed to be. Play clock's winding. Goodness gracious.
I would say prior to this confusion here, I would tell Brunswick to watch out here. Just be on watch, which it looks like they are.
Yeah. Typically when there's that so much confusion, you might assume it's a fake. Snap is low. It's handled. Rugby style kick. It will hit at the 50. It will take a sideways roll in favor of Camden, and it'll be downed in Brunswick territory at the 47-yard line. Pretty decent field position for the Pirates.
First punt of the half. We're going to see what the Pirates come out on offense and do. They responded well here in the past with touchdowns, and see if they want to add and close the gap here. Got the first stop of the half.
My pen can't take too much more. It's run out of ink.
Brunswick sets up 1st and 10 from the 47.
3 minutes, 36 seconds. We're still in the third quarter. 44-34, Camden up on top. Brunswick with the football, trying to make this a one-score game. Motion, left to right, low snap, and he just downs it. And there's a flag that comes out. False start against Brunswick. Holy great googly moogly.
That'll be a 5-yard mark off.
You know, Grant downed that ball there. If anything, you need to go forward.
Ball back on to 42, 1st and 15.
Siah Charlton was the one that was flagged for the false start. 1st and 15 now for the Pirates. Camden with just one safety back deep. Now he creeps up to the 50, inside the 50. Moore looking to throw, and he will throw short to the far sideline. On the move, didn't have the arm to make the throw in the air.
No, but I tell you, he got the feet to take the ball up the field there.
Had a lot of running room.
A lot of running room there. Had a couple of defenders over there. Probably would have just been good to get back the yards that you'd lost on the penalty.
Pass was intended for Murray. Bring up 2nd and 15 now for the Pirates. They've got to get the ball into Camden territory to the 43-yard line. First down marker is just short of the 43. Moore hands the ball off, weaves and wobbles, and dives and ducks over the left side. He will pick up about 6 yards to about the 47, still in their own territory.
I tell you, you're not going to get a good shot on him, man. He gets out of the way. He knows how to find his way through those creases, man, and has a good little wiggle to him to go along with that speed.
Josiah Gibbons is the running back.
3rd down, 10 yards to go.
3rd and 10 where they're officially marking the football for the Pirates. Big 3rd down here. Camden trying to make their first stop of the third quarter. There's the snap. Moore looking to throw. He'll throw down the sideline and incomplete, left the ball short, and he had a receiver, Josiah Gibbs, who motioned out of the backfield, heading up the sideline, and he was uncovered. A good pass is 6 points. Well drawn up play by Garrett Grady and his offensive staff.
For a minute, I thought that defensive back got a hand on it. I'm not sure. Looked like it got deflected, but then again, it could have been. Let's take another look at it.
You're right. If that ball's not deflected, that's 6 points.
Yeah.
The snap, Brunswick will attempt to punt it. They get one off. Fair caught as he slides out of bounds at the 24-yard line. That's a pretty good job of fielding that punt by Natarian King.
Pretty gutsy move there. I probably would have let that one go.
Saved him 12 yards. Well, maybe.
That ball would have had to do a good little tightrope.
Stay down the sideline, yeah.
Yes.
We still haven't gotten out of the third quarter. The clock says 2:37. It's 44-34 Camden. For the most part of this quarter, it's been an offensive dominant. Finally, both teams make a defensive stop. So now Camden takes over on offense. Ball's at the 24. They'll hand it off. Not much running room. He'll take a hit, stay on his feet, and then dive it back forward.
Number 2, Hardy on the carry.
Hardy on the carry.
Caleb Butler on the tackle.
And that front seven kind of stayed in their position, filled their gaps, held that run to a minimum.
27. 2nd down, 7.
Jonathan Stamos checks in for the Wildcats. Lines up at receiver on the near side of the field. Snap, they'll give the ball. He's got a big hole over the right edge. Stays on his feet, tackled near the 40-yard line. It'll be a Camden County first down. Hardy found a hole over the right edge.
Nice run. Probably would have took it up the seam just a little bit quicker, man. And that you know, that your cornerback there probably wouldn't have had as good a shot on him as he did just then.
We've rolled under 2 minutes finally here in the third quarter. Camden on the move. Changing the play now, getting the play from the sideline. Riandu lets them know this is what we're doing. Brunswick shows blitz and they bring it. Hand the ball off, back to Hardy, this time over the left edge, but there's nothing going, and a late flag comes in from the white hat. Man, that's typically some roughhousing going on is when that flag's thrown. That's normally an unsportsmanlike. It is indeed unsportsman, and it's against the Pirates.
My goodness, that was great pursuit on that play there, only for that to be wiped away.
Tempers flaring is what that was. No need to do that. You got to keep yourself in check. You're down by 10 points. And like you said, your defense just made a play, and then you do something boneheaded like that.
Now you're on your side of the field defending your end zone behind you.
After the mark off, it goes to the 48-yard line in Brunswick territory. Camden gets the help of a Brunswick High penalty. That was the story of the second quarter.
Yeah, but it wasn't on the defensive side. Defense actually stayed pretty penalty-free. Let's see if they can go in and focus in. On the defensive side here is Camden teams to march down the field.
Elias Williams in motion. They'll throw a screen behind him and not much there. Not a lot of running room to get around the blocker. Ends up having to go out of bounds. Sean Green on the reception.
First down pass is complete.
I actually thought, I thought Elias Williams was moving early. No flag.
Yeah, you know how in arena ball when they actually start going towards the line of scrimmage, I've seen that a few times from Camden, and it hadn't been called. I was thinking maybe there was a change in the rules. And I'll say, to be fair, I've seen it on Brunswick side too.
47 seconds just won't end the third quarter. I'll hand the ball off, breaks a tackle, spins out of another one, dives forward over the 35-yard line to about the 32. Man, that is an impressive run. Julian Daly on the carry for the Wildcats.
That reminded me of what DeAndre Swift did to that Kentucky defender a couple of years back, man. That was DeAndre Swift-esque there.
Seems like every 4 years the Wildcats have a running back with the last name Daly. They don't run out of Dalys in Camden.
No.
Jaden Daly.
Household names there.
Yeah, Jaden Daly just graduated a couple of years ago. He was a talented back for the Wildcats. There's a snap. They'll hand to the back. He'll bounce it out. Now moves forward, finds a hole. He'll get over to the 30-yard line, all the way to the 32.
Daly, the ball carrier.
And that will finally end the third quarter. Heading to the fourth, Camden 44, Brunswick 34. What a third quarter that was, full of offense until the end when finally the defenses started making stands, but Camden's moving the football.
They're moving the football. They're going to have the ball to open up this quarter here. I know that they're wanting to try to put this game away. We're going to see what they come up with from an offensive side, scheme-wise here. Are they going to keep it on the ground? Is it going to keep just pounding it? Or are they looking to go ahead and pop one in the end zone very quickly? Look here, man. We got DJ Dallas in the chat here. He's saying need a stop, stumping for his hometown. And then we got somebody else questioning whether or not this is the real DJ that was actually in our comments. I've seen him in the comments in times past, especially with the crosstown rivalries. Courtney Stallworth sending love to the Pirates.
Wayne County 10, Glynn Academy.
Chris Mason is actually saying this game looked totally like professional ball. I want to know what year, Chris. I don't know. Lately, they have been high-scoring affairs.
Man, I'm going to tell you something. I've done high school football for 20 years, and DJ Dallas is one of the 2 best players at the high school level that I've ever seen.
Oh, man. Ball in his hands in this stadium here, my goodness. It was something to see.
It's a toss-up between him and J.J. Green, in my opinion, is the best I've ever seen. There's the snap. Riandu, he's going to heave one to the end zone. He's got Williams down there. Jump ball. Touchdown, Wildcats. That is a huge touchdown for Camden. 17 points if the extra point is good. With 11:54 to go here in the football game, we have gotten to the 4th quarter.
This young man is looking to pad his stats early on in the season. This is his 3rd touchdown for the day. And I said it, coming out the break. Are they going to look to just ground and pound? Or are they going to go ahead and just try to pop one in the end zone? And all it took was one play.
Now pending the extra point. And remember, Camden didn't score at all in the scrimmage last week against Benedictine. They're about to put up 51 if the extra point is good here against the Pirate defense.
Yeah, but you know what they're doing. They're taking advantage of those matchups. And I'm going to tell you, you throw the ball up in the air, it's the same thing with Hez Kent. It's not a 50-50 ball. It's more of an 80-20. And it's going in the way of the offense, the receiver. Look at that. High pointing it as much as he can, making sure he's getting it over the defender's head. And, of course, his head, the defender's back is kind of turned because he's concerned about maybe I can knock the ball out of his hand. But strong hands there, and he comes down with it.
And the defender, best case, is a 6 foot even.
That's
a mismatch. Best case.
I tell you, on the Camden sideline there, a couple of things that they're looking to do. Number one, keep that young man healthy. And I know that Kirby Smart is appreciating that as well, too.
Reminds me a little bit of a young man that we saw play at Marietta a few years ago, and Eric Gilbert. Gilbert didn't really have the career at the collegiate level, but in high school, he was an animal.
Dominant, man. Dominant. That kid there, I mean, he had the size, he had the speed, he had just a knack for the ball.
The year that Marietta won the state championship with Eric Gilbert on the team, they went through Camden to get there. So Camden experienced him firsthand.
Yeah, so they got an Eric Gilbert-esque type of their own here tonight. That's putting on the show.
Second receiving touchdown, I believe, for Elias Williams. I have to go back and look at the notes, but that's at least 2. High, end over end. It's short. It'll fall and then be fielded on a bounce at the 10. He's hit at the 10, breaks the tackle, still on his feet. Dipping and dodging and weaving. He'll get over the 20, close to the 25, and now you got to get out of the pile.
They got to.
Get out of the pile. Stop jawing. Let's go.
Antonio Clark on the return for the Pirates.
Yeah, no mental mistakes right now, especially for the Pirates right now if you want to have any chance of standing in this game.
I go back to you look at the difference here, 17-point difference. I go back to the struggles of the Pirates punting the football in the second quarter, where Camden got 17 points off Brunswick's inability to punt the football away.
I mean, they had that ball at the 20, at Brunswick High's 20, or a couple of times inside the 5.
That's right. Grant Moore looking to throw. He rolls. He's being pursued, and he will throw the football away. I don't even think he was trying to complete that pass. He just ran out of time.
And ran out of room there. Good decision for him. Not taking a sack. He hadn't taken a sack all night. Ain't no need to start right now.
Xavier Brown in pursuit, forcing the errant throw. Now the clock becomes a friend to Camden. They want to use as much of it. You'll probably see them grind out a lot of running plays when they get the ball back on offense. It'll look a lot like that old wing T.
I would not be surprised if they go back under center.
Pirates trying to score and shorten the game here. There's the snap. It is complete on the sideline.
Oh.
Breaks the tackle. Now he'll reverse field, coming all the way back around, and they will tackle him, and all that running he picked up for an extra yard.
I know he was trying to make something happen there, but that thing that got, that was kind of iffy there because he was going backwards for a minute.
Demarius Towns, senior wide receiver on that play.
29. Third down, 5.
Good play to break up the screen. It'll be a 3rd and 5 for the Brunswick High Pirates as we roll under 11 minutes to go in the football game. Brunswick trails 17 points. There's the snap, and flags stop the play. False start against Brunswick.
Yeah. Like I said, as to be expected, in the first game, guys are excited. You're going to find some of your most undisciplined ball in the first half of the season here. I know that this is something that they're going to take a look at when they look at film and just try to go in and get over the hump as far as making these mental errors here.
3rd and 10 for the Pirates after the penalty. Grant Moore, Camden showing blitz, and they got caught on a hard count. Neutral zone infraction offside. Brunswick gets the free 5 yards right back.
Good break for Brunswick. Sometimes you get a little grace.
Caught Jacavius Holzendorf.
3rd and 5 again.
Three receivers for the Pirates. Moore looks to throw again. He's under pressure. He's rolling to his right, and he will just step out of bounds. Had nowhere to put the football. Good coverage down the field by the Wildcats.
Scramble goes out of bounds.
Yeah, got to protect the ball there. Looks like he probably took a little bit of a loss there. And they bring out their punt team.
25 brings up 4th down.
Down 17 points with 10:18 to go in the 4th quarter. Brunswick High at 4th and 9 is electing to punt the football.
Yeah, this wasn't the series that they wanted right now, especially so late in the game. Still a lot of time. A lot can happen here, but the Pirates are hoping that they can go and push the ball down the field here and still have the ball in their hands.
Jalen Johnson, Tyrion King back to return. Brunswick gets the punt away. Fair
got
catch,
it
and it's bobbled, and it's picked up out of the air by the Pirates. And they get a huge turnover. Keep themselves in the football game.
A huge break for the Pirates there. The ball literally bounces off the returner's face mask and into the hands of someone on the Pirates punt team there. So they get to flip the field in a different way here.
Normally sure-handed Tyrion King is the one that couldn't handle the kick, and you're right, Jermaine got him right in the face mask. Right in the face mask. And recovered by Adrian Vollen.
Ball didn't even touch the ground yet.
Adrian Vollen's already blocked a kick tonight. Now he's recovered a muffed kick.
The ball will be on the 42.
Yeah.
1st and 10 Pirates.
Like I said, this is high school football. Anything can happen.
10:05 in the football
look who
game.
They got.
Yeah, I've been calling for it.
Yeah.
Flag stops the play. Brunswick ran this last year pretty much almost the entirety of the second half, and Camden, no matter what defense they put out there, no matter what personnel they put out there, no matter what combination they had zero answer for it.
Zero answers. Like I said, it's hard to stop a big young man like that's just turning the ball up the field.
Hezekiah Kent in the backfield. They'll direct snap it to him. He'll come around the right edge. He'll take a shot, stays on his feet. He'll fall forward, gain of 3.
Direct snap to Hezzy Kent.
Well, we see Coach Grady, they went on and brought out their weapon.
And they're still jawing.
3-yard gain.
Yeah.
See, Kent's got to get back up there and just get back to the huddle. There's no sense in jawing. You're down by 17 points, and you're under 10 minutes. Time's of the essence. This time they snap the ball directly.
Too many guys standing up. Too many guys standing up on the offensive side of the ball. You got to put a hat on a hat, and you got to go ahead and stay in front of your blocks there.
They just direct snapped it to Jamarius Towns, and he didn't really have anywhere to go. So The second and 3 turns into a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, you cannot waste this opportunity that you got. That was a gift that they got on that punt. You got to make something out of it.
Got to get points, and this is 4-down territory no matter which way you look at it. Clock rolls under 9 minutes now. Snap. A hand to Kent, to Towns, back to the quarterback, and he throws, and it's incomplete. He underthrew his receiver on the sideline.
But we got a flag.
A lot of spectacle there. The pass was intended for Josiah Gibbs, incomplete.
Flag in the offensive backfield.
Intentional grounding.
Roughing the passer.
They're roughing the passer there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 15 free yards.
Roughing the passer.
And that's going to be good for BHS. Strike zone.
You know, I was quite glad that they went back with putting the ball in Grant's hands.
Clock stops clock stops at 8:42 with the penalty. Now the Pirates line up. They've got 5 receivers on the field. Tripp stacked to the far side, 2 to the near side. Moore in the shotgun by himself. And the play will stop.
Timeout called by Camden. Thanks to the following sponsors.
Timeout on the field. 8 minutes, 42 seconds.
International Longshoremen's Association.
Time's getting short. Camden leads 51-34, a 17-point lead for the Wildcats. Brunswick with the football, threatening. They need to score quick.
Yeah, they need to score quick. I know the temptation here is to get very creative and try to get in the end zone quick so you can get your defense in. And then, of course, get a stop here. But the biggest thing is make sure you get in the end zone right now. Do what's been working for you. I know that they've kind of hit a wall when it came down to running, but if it means rolling Grant out a couple of times, man, let him keep the ball, man. Let him go ahead and keep this defense honest.
Throw out the keys, Colonial. Make sure the Pirates get $20 with a test drive.
It has been a very good football game, very entertaining. It's had a little bit of everything, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Got some socials.
Let's say Pirates need some blocking. That's Herman Wing. That's right. Matthias, I ain't even going to try those balls, man. I ain't no disrespect to you. But run your best play tonight, or run your best play now. Take the momentum. I agree with you. DJ Dallas says you get your best play of the ball. That's how it happens.
Moore. He'll hand to Gibbs. He'll toss back to the wide receiver, and then it's a little flea flicker in the end zone. A double reverse pass, touchdown to Hezekiah Kent right in front of the pylon.
I knew there was going to be a little creativity that was going to come in here. In fact, it didn't take Brunswick how to take that timeout. Good call, great call. I don't think Camden was looking for that.
DJ Dallas called it. Get your best player of the ball. Yeah.
Get your best player of the ball.
$51-40 now, pending the extra point. 8:34 in the fourth quarter. Brunswick trying to cut the lead to 2 scores, down to 10. The kick is up. It's a low line drive. It does get through the uprights. So at 8:34, Brunswick cuts the lead back to 10. 51-41. We'll be right back. You're watching Continental Sports Network.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic Association and Brunswick High alumni, I'm Leanne Duckworth.
And I'm Will Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone. Working with Duckworth Properties is a touchdown.
Go
Pirates!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
welcome back to Glynn County Stadium. Here's the Pirates touchdown, some trickery. Get the ball to your best player, that's Hezekiah Kent. Make the catch, get in the end zone, son. Cuts the lead to 10. Pirates now to kick off to Camden. 8:34 to go in the game. It's a high end over end. He fielded inside the 10. He slips as he tries to get going, stays on his feet. He's up to the 20, and he will be drugged down just short of the 30-yard line. I said this a minute ago to you, Jermaine, when Brunswick still had the ball way back on their side of the field, that when Camden got the ball, you would probably see them try to eat as much clock as they could by putting the ball on the ground. I expect that would be the same.
I would expect it to be the same, too. I agree with you, man. And they were running the ball very well. It's just that when they came out of that timeout earlier, they made sure that they got the ball in their best player's hand. They went on and got a little creative, went for it. Let's see if they're going to keep it on the ground here, though.
It's a huge offensive possession for the Camden County Wildcats. Brunswick needs a defensive stand. There's the handoff, and again, as we said, they're going to run the ball straight up the middle, and they're going to get a yard to the 30.
Yeah, this is where you got to be tough in the trenches there. This defensive line, if they can get a little push, make them put the ball in the air.
Already on the carry, Elias Williams comes off the sideline, checks into the football game.
Yeah, they got to keep those backers free to go ahead and see the ball and hit ball.
Clock rolls under 8 minutes now. Andu in the shotgun, and now they're going to change the play. Get it in from the sideline. Snap, of course, they're just going to give it straight up the middle. Good yardage there, and it's close to a first down. He's a couple yards short.
Hardy again, the ball.
Yeah.
Hardy, the ball carrier again.
Got to wrap up.
Hardy's been their workhorse tonight.
Ball on the 37, third down.
Third and short, 3rd and 2. Hand the ball off, straight up the middle. And initially they have him stopped, and he will surge forward. They're going to give him the first on forward progress. Daly on the carry.
Daly, the ball carrier.
A good second effort on his part there, because he was stopped in the backfield. They had a clear shot at him.
To the 40.
7:08 now.
Two set of downs for Camden.
The clock
1st and 10.
is becoming very unfriendly to the Pirates. We're now under 7 minutes, 6:58, 6:57. Clock is rolling. Camden taking their sweet time. They're in no hurry. Play clock under 10. There's the snap. They'll give the ball to Daly, and he'll take it around the right side. He's going to pick up a yard and a half.
Daly, the ball carrier.
Great game tackling there. Of course, Camden is in no hurry to get back on the ball here, but good stop for Brunswick.
Look, I know that they've got the Wildcats do a new coaching staff, new system, but if anybody is used to grinding out yards and eating clock, they've done it for the last 3 years under Jeff Hare, and they know how to do it.
Yes, they do. A lot of the same guys that still playing ball, so they know how to go forward. They know how to block forward. They know how to move the line of scrimmage.
Play did gain 2, 2nd and 8.
Now we approach 6 minutes on the clock. There's the snap. Once again, they'll give to Daly. He's around the right side. He'll break a tackle, and he will surge forward, pick up about 3.
If you watch it, and you're watching the way that he's running, he's certainly not trying to go out of bounds there. He's trying to keep it, make sure that he stays inside the white lines there, because he had an opportunity to kind of kick it outside, but he just went on and just came back in on that inside shoulder. He'll watch. Well, he was trying to get more yards there. Ain't had nothing to do with staying in bounds.
Gain of 2 at the 44.
5.5 minutes before we read triple zeros. Camden up by 10, 51-41. There's the snap. They're going to throw it. It's complete. They throw a screen to Williams, and he's trying to make his way to the first down marker, and he's not going to get there. He's going to be short. Short by a couple of yards. It'll bring up a 4th down. The question is, did Camden eat up enough clock to make it impossible for Brunswick to find 2 scores?
It's going to be 4th and 2.
I don't know. Like I said, we've seen 3 scores under 3 minutes here, so anything can happen. Right now, Pirates got to play this thing here safe, and I know Camden wants to get this kickoff if that's what they're intending to do.
It's a low snap, but it's handled. It's a rugby-style kick, end over end. It'll bounce straight up in the air and then take a small Brunswick bounce. And it'll be down right there at about the 24-yard line, and that's where the Pirates will take over, trailing by 10, 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Irish defense did step up and get the stop they needed.
Yeah, got the stop that they needed here. We're going to see under 5 minutes here. Just see if they're going to come out with a little firepower here, try to move the ball down the field. Hey, if running the ball gets you down there, that's fine. But I'm sure they're going to get a little creative here and get the ball in maybe Kent's hands or get Gibbons. That speed, he has some good speed, or Towns. Just get the ball in their hands. Let's see how Grant leads this team here.
Moore in the shotgun. He's going to throw a screen to the far side of the field. It's complete. Now down the sideline. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Stiff arms his way out of bounds, and it's a big gain of the Pirates all the way to midfield. They threw a screen to Jamarius Towns near the sideline. Hezzy Kent through the block.
Big gain, but most importantly, that clock is stopped.
4:22 is what that clock says. Staring the Pirates in the face, they're down by 10. Snap, Moore to throw, looking. All day to throw. He's still dancing around back there, looking to throw the football. Now he's going to tuck it and run and just dance out of bounds. He's going to pick up about 5. All day to throw the football.
All day to throw the football. He had one guy that was coming across the field there. I don't think he felt too confident in that throw there, because that defensive back could have been on that one there, following Towns pretty closely there. But good decision.
Stops the clock at 4 minutes and 10 seconds. The clock is now an issue for the Pirates. 4 receivers for Grant Moore. They're going to throw a screen to Hezekiah Kent, and immediately he's hit and gang tackled by Camden right in the middle of the field. So either let the clock run or has to take a timeout for the Pirates. Let's see what they elect to do.
Great pursuit there. Good for that initial defender to go ahead and hit him and just hold on. Help's coming. And that's exactly what happened.
Clock rolls under 4 minutes. Moore looking to throw. Now he's going to tuck it, and he'll throw one underneath, and it's short. Skips to his receiver, incomplete. He kind of sidearmed that football as he was running out of time.
Third down pass falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
All right. Bring up a 4th down. Probably the game on the line here, or at least Brunswick trying to stay in the game. They have to convert.
Got no choice. Got to go for it. Let's see what they reach down inside the playbook and pull out.
I don't think either team has any timeouts left, by the way. Snap. Moore looks to throw. Got a decent pocket. Now he backs out of it. Now he's under pressure. Sidesteps it, looking to throw the football in all sorts of trouble, and he's hit, and he fumbles the football. No, they're going to say it's incomplete. They're going to say his arm was moving forward. And here comes a flag. That's going to be unsportsmanlike on Camden, is what it looks like to me.
That's giving Brunswick a first down here.
It would.
That was totally unnecessary. I know that Coach Rowland right now is not happy.
I didn't see what the flag was thrown for. I saw the big hit, and then I was looking at the football, so educate me.
I think it's a personal foul that you had one of the defenders when Grant was laying on his back there. You'll see his helmet looked like it's coming off. And I think one of the guys hands to the face mask or something along those lines.
Okay.
Let's see if that's the call. They're checking Grant out right now.
Yeah, he took a big shot trying to get rid of the football.
Yeah. This is more so after the play, I think.
Here's the play. Steps up in the pocket, and like he's playing PlayStation, backs out.
I'm telling you.
Big hit there. He's down on the ground. Yeah, I see it right there at the end.
Yeah.
And there comes another flag. Official just threw it on the sideline. I think the coaches were in the umpire's ear, and he'd heard enough from the Brunswick sideline. That is a bad thing if that flag comes out as against a Brunswick High coach. Sideline warning. That's their second one, so that is a penalty. Holy cow. 5 yards. You get one free sideline warning, and then the second one is a 5-yard penalty. Anything after the first one, Garrett Grady out on the field arguing with the umpire. He's not going to have it. It's going to be 5 yards against the Pirates. Penalties have killed the Pirates tonight.
Yeah, that's avoidable there. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Only good thing here, they got a fresh set of downs.
Garrett Grady pleading his case to no avail. 3:16 to go. Camden up by 10. They will take over on downs. They picked the flag up, by the way.
Oh, okay.
The personal foul. Riandu, he'll hand the ball off straight up the middle, a little bit of a crease. Push it about 5 yards all the way to the 40-yard line. Daly on the carry.
Hardy, the ball carrier, 5-yard gain out to the 40.
Check that, that's Hardy.
Yeah, you know they're going to be a little conservative here.
Oh, yeah, they're going to eat clock as much as they want. Jonathan Hardy, by the way, his older brother plays at Nebraska. Also came through the Camden system, was a receiver. Sean Hardy. Snap straight up the middle. And they'll eventually drag him down just short of the first down marker to bring up 3rd and short. The clock rolls to 2:15, 2:14, 2:13. Pirates need a break right now.
4-yard gain out.
Yeah, they need a turnover and a quick answer.
Taking their time getting the play from the sideline. The clock now goes under 2 minutes. The inevitability starting to sink in to the Pirate bench. Snap, they'll hand the ball straight up the middle, and they'll bounce it out to the left. Got a little bit of a hole. Fighting and fighting and fighting. They grab him by his ankle and eventually get him to the ground.
Great tackle
on the
there.
carry. Go ahead, sorry, Jermaine.
Good. No, you're good, man. Great tackle there, coming up from that safety position to make sure that he gets the stop.
Clock rolls under 1:30 now.
Correction, Samir Robbins on the tackle.
So unless Camden decides to put one in the air and try to rub it in, we're going to end it with a 51-41 score, or unless they break one. I had it at 17-14.
You multiply both of them about 3, maybe.
And the ball off. He'll bounce it out to the right side, and he will pick up a couple 3 yards all the way to midfield. Now we're under a minute. Yeah, turnovers and special teams, the difference in this football game tonight.
And we're seeing some of the Pirate faithful. They're going ahead and making their ways to the car. I know they're going to go back to the drawing board, clean up a lot of these penalties, and look at all the opportunities that they left out on the field here. Meanwhile, Camden taking advantage of opportunities.
Penalties a big story as well for the Pirates. Clock says 15 seconds. They'll take a delay of game. Back them up 5 yards. They'll snap it, take a knee, and we'll get out of here.
Delay penalty against the Wildcats.
51-41 is going to be your final. Camden comes to Glynn County Stadium, knocks off the Pirates, and ends the 2-game losing streak that they had accumulated against the Brunswick High Pirates. They'll get their season started off at 1-0. The Pirates start off 0-1 and will be on the practice field trying to get some penalties cleaned up, and I guarantee you they'll go over punt formations a lot.
I'm sure that they will, and congratulations to Coach Rowland on getting his first victory as a Camden Wildcat. So, like I said, I know that they're going to be having a good drive back to Camden, but both teams, they fought well. We couldn't expect anything less. So hats off to both of them, certainly thinking about Mr. Heck. And I know both of these teams are going to go back to the plan, going back to the drawing board and to the practice field this week and try to work on the things that they know they can get better. But hard-fought game here tonight. And, of course, high-scoring affair. Like I say, Jason, you didn't expect this, but here we are.
Well, next week, Brunswick High will take on Wayne County. They're over in a defensive struggle over in Jessup tonight with the Glynn Academy Red Terrors. Last score I saw was 8-7. Glynn was on top in the third quarter. Camden will begin a stretch where they will take on a ton of Florida teams. They kind of do that every year. They'll take on a ton of Florida teams, and then they'll play like a tough game, tough couple games to start with, and they'll play a ton of Florida teams, which aren't always that great. Next week they'll play Eastlake down at Chris Gilman Stadium. Eastlake out of Tarpon Springs. They were 5-5 last year, not even a playoff team. So that will be the game for the Wildcats next week. Meanwhile, the Pirates will take on the Wayne County Yellow Jackets, and we'll find out about what happened there if we get a score. I'll tell you. Southeast Bullock, by the way, upset Statesboro tonight. Glynn did beat Wayne County. By the way, that's the first time Southeast Bullock has ever beaten Statesboro. It's never happened before.
We were talking about that, and of course, I called Statesboro.
You did?
Well, hey, traditionally, that's what history has told me.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's right. All right, so we'll call it a night from here. Your winners, 51-41. The Camden County Wildcats end their 2-game losing streak to the Brunswick High Pirates. Start off 1-0. The Pirates drop to 0-1. We'll see you next week right here on the Continental Sports Network.